Hello.
Oh, you're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Hello.
Welcome to Needles at the Ready. I am.
Welcome back.
I'm Kevin.
Where your dreams are yours.
Is this a real
And I'm
song?
Ray. Yeah, I think wasn't it Welcome Back, Cotter?
I don't know.
Do you guys remember that show?
I don't. Well, hello and welcome, Kevin, Ray. We are coming to you guys from Stratford, Connecticut. Today is May 1st.
May 1st.
And this is episode May 1st, 2020.
Yes.
2022. And this is episode 60. So thanks for joining us.
60. Wow.
And this is our YouTube channel where we talk about knitting. Knitting, crochet.
What is wrong with us?
Yarn buying. A lot of yarn buying.
Oh.
Yarn dyeing. Did I say crochet already? Probably.
I don't know. I have crochet today.
All right. So.
Well,
that's
we've had a week and 2
weeks,
2
right?
weeks.
It's been a fortnight since our last
I forgot
episode.
some lotion. My hands are dry.
I don't have any up here. I apologize. So,
Darn it.
yeah, it's been a good 2 weeks, right?
It's been a wonderful 2 weeks. We've had a really good 2 weeks.
Yeah,
We've had a yarny 2 weeks.
So let's just say that this is going to be a chatty episode.
For sure.
There's a lot of breaking the bank. Multiple bank accounts got broken. There's some FOs, some whips, some yarn dyeing. We did get some Happy Mail, but it's already gotten taken to where it's supposed to go. And I think that's it. So, buckle in. We'll announce intermission halfway through.
We will?
I don't know.
Oh, can you imagine if we do an intermission?
Intermission.
And then we can serenade them. Thanks. I pulled this out of the closet.
Yeah.
And the collar is all funky.
That
right?
collar is one of my least favorite
I know,
collars.
but the shirt is so soft.
That one needs, that collar's and it needs to be ironed collar.
I didn't feel like ironing.
I know.
I don't have time for that today.
All right, so let's kind of just jump in. Let's talk about our 2 weeks.
Yes.
All right.
So 2 weeks ago,
we went
picture
to
it.
Sicily,
2022.
So 2 weeks ago, we recorded that Sunday. We went to Westport Yarns.
We did.
We met up with Kate and Laura from Knitting Posse.
We did. It's always a great time to meet up with them. We
It's
had a
so
lot
much
of fun. So we went to the yarn shop there in Westport Yarns, and then we went out for lunch.
Hold on, I'm just gonna put this on airplane mode. I forgot to do that. All right, now we're good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we went to Little Barn in Westport for lunch.
Oh yeah, it was good. We had burgers. I had a burger. What did you have?
We had the same thing. We had a burger with we had a bacon egg, and cheese burger.
It was good.
Delicious.
Yeah, it was totally good. The fries were a little cold.
Yeah, they weren't
I thought
great.
They gave Laura the wrong fries. So there was some drama and no, I'm just kidding. There wasn't any drama.
No, you always take stuff like that.
I know, I shouldn't. People don't believe a word I say. So I ended up having a blueberry lemonade.
Oh yeah.
Which tasted delicious. I could have had a few of them. They had alcohol in them.
Yeah.
So of course that day when we got home, I'm like knitting, and then all of a sudden I just stop and I put the knitting down, and Kevin goes, "You're gonna fall asleep." I said, "No, I'm not. I just don't want to mess up." And then like an hour later, I'm like, "Whoa, what happened?"
And it's so funny because when you wake up, I'm like, "Oh, how was your nap?" You're like, "Oh, I'm not."
I didn't nap.
You and the dog, both of you, knocked out.
I know, it was so nice. Anyway, so that was that. We got a couple of things from Westport Yarns. Always nice to visit.
The main purpose to go really was I need US 3 tips. I need a ton of them. So I was able to get one there, and I just ordered some more yesterday.
Right. And Laura enabled me, so you'll see that. That was that day.
Yep, and then we worked. I went to work like that next week. I was in the office 4 days, y'all.
You were.
4 days.
I know.
Yeah,
you did 4 days. Why?
4 days, because my manager was up from Atlanta.
Oh.
So 4 days in. Then last weekend was yard work, yarn dyeing.
I know. I cut the grass for the first time.
Yep.
Which was really good.
And I think that's it. I think there wasn't... You went and hung out with your mother? Right?
I did. Was that then?
I think so.
Did we talk about this?
No. Wait, what did we do? Easter. It was Easter. Didn't Easter happen somewhere in this
Easter
2 weeks?
somewhere happened.
And we went to your parents' house.
We did.
For Easter. We got to see Reese. And then that's when we found out that your brother and our sister-in-law are having a baby girl.
Okay, so we knew this. And I might have already said this. Did we say this?
I don't know.
So a couple of weeks ago, I went out to dinner with my brothers. We went to that
2 months
bar.
ago, almost.
Yeah.
That's when Tarquin hurt his leg.
You're right. So we went to, that's where I had that giant mug of beer that was bigger than my head, which was really good. And my brother told us that he and his wife are pregnant, but they were going to wait to find out what it was. And that was cool. Caused some stress for us because we're like, what do we knit? What do we do? I don't know their color theme.
Yeah.
And then on Easter, it was very, very cute. Reese, our niece Reese, who's 6, she they like encouraged her a little bit to tell us the news. So she broke the news. She told everybody that she was going to be a big sister, which was really cute. And then she said it was going to be a girl.
Well, oh yes.
Mm-hmm. And so, it was very,
the
very cute.
Floodgates open for knitters.
Correct. And then all these patterns started popping in our heads.
Colors, patterns, everything happened.
So you'll see some baby knits today. But it was really, really cute the way that they found out. So I guess if you don't want to find out, the doctors can still tell somebody that you trust in case you do want to find out, and they can do something fun with it. So because it was Easter, they dyed an Easter egg, and my mom knew. So my mom wrote on the Easter egg, baby girl. You know how you do it in like the wax, and then it comes. Once you dye the egg or whatever, it'll come out. So it was cute. So Reese was dyeing the Easter egg, and my brother and our sister-in-law were there, and they found that it was a baby girl. They recorded it. It was very, very cute. So we're very excited. They're due Rhinebeck weekend.
No, actually the weekend beforehand.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because Rhinebeck's like the 16th, and I think they're due the 8th.
Really? I thought they were due on the 16th or 17th.
No, I thought I could be wrong, but I did think it was the 8th.
Okay. Well, it's around Rhinebeck time.
Yeah.
So that should be exciting. And then that was fun. That was Easter.
So that Easter weekend.
Yes.
And so that's kind of, and then we work. You finish school, and then yesterday we went to, which we'll talk about this more in depth later. We went to Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival.
Guys, it was so much fun.
It was. So if we got to meet you, thank you for taking time out of your day to come and say hi to us.
Yeah, for sure. It's always so nice to meet like our friends, because like we get comments when we meet people in real life, and they say, it feels like we know so much about you and like hanging out with you and stuff. And that's kind of how we feel too, even though we don't know much about you, but we feel like we're hanging out with friends.
Well,
right?
that was something that we talked about too on our way home yesterday. Is what's really fun about doing this. Number one is having the community, but we get so many fantastic comments on the videos, and we read them all and we reply to them all. And some of the, and they're like, oh, you made me laugh, or you did this, or you got me through like a rough time or something. And I don't know that you guys realize how much you do that for us with your comments. Maybe we're having a bad day and we get some funny comments on the video. So it's like this symbiotic relationship, right?
It's because we watched Venom last night. Yeah, I know, totally. But that's okay. It works.
But no, it goes hand in hand. So you guys cheer us up just as much as we cheer you up sometimes. So it's just really great to meet people or meet you guys in person and hear some of your stories. So thank you.
Yeah,
it's lovely.
It was lovely. It's always lovely.
So I'm going to go on a sidetrack really quick. So I think it's the one comment we haven't gotten to. So Fizz has said that they were attracted to some of the yarn
something over here, over my shoulder, next to Principles of Knitting.
We have Perry. This is Acadia by Fiberco. That's an asparagus.
What color is that? Like tealy color? Like what colorway is that?
So this is going to be Klimt.
Klimt,
I think, right? Is that how you say it? Rainier.
Klimt?
I don't know. Rainier.
Klimt.
So hopefully one of these. Rainier.
Maybe it's one of these.
Asparagus.
Oh, that's a great.
This one is possible too. This is from Watermelon Fiber Trail. And this is Trace Pistoles Trail. This one here is this
your pronunciation is incredible.
Fantastic, right? So this is Less Traveled Yarn.
So this I got at Webb's. This was I forgot about this.
And then the
I
last
actually
one
need to do something with this.
Is that maybe this one is Knit and Bro.
Hey, this could be a nice sock head.
So hopefully one of those is the yarn that you saw.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I got it.
Oh, I forgot about this one.
No,
I can't.
Okay. So now we're back on track. So Connecticut Sheep and Wool.
Connecticut Sheep and Wool was great. Yeah, and we'll talk more a little bit about that too. But we were so lucky that it's 22, 25 minutes away from us.
McDonald's on the way there. We stopped at Haven Hot Chicken in New Haven on the way home. We went to Knit New Haven for local yarn store day.
Yeah, we did. We had a wonderfully yarny day yesterday, and it felt so good.
Yes.
I did not nap afterwards, even though I wanted to.
No, but you fell asleep reading last night.
Why do you have to bring that up?
Because
I did. I was so
did.
gung-ho about finishing this book. I was at like 98%. And all of a sudden, I opened my eyes, and Kevin's like, "You're sleeping." I'm like, "But I have to finish." He's like, "Put it down." So I put it down.
Okay.
I don't think I have bags under my eyes, though.
I'm going to talk about what I'm wearing since I'm the only one wearing a knit.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm not even wearing knit socks.
This is Dotted Rays by Stephen West. This is the small version. The yarn is Amanda Knits in Avocado Toast.
Yes, it's
one of my
such
faves.
a great color.
It's in her Cantus base, which is 80/20. And this I decided to wear because I need to knit one for my mother's physical therapist, and I bought some yarn yesterday for it.
You did?
I have a couple combos possible. So that's why I decided to wear it. It's a nice, not fussy knit. But I would like to make myself a large version. And
I want to see the large version too.
About 100 times.
Yeah, I started that and
we'll do it.
Took it out like 3 or 4 times.
All right, so
it's on my list.
Let's do quick admin-y stuff. We'll do coupon codes at the end.
Yeah, coupon codes at the end. Because we have a lot. We have a new one.
Yes.
Which is great. She's wonderful.
Will be available
Superfine
for
Yarn
next
Co.
week.
Yep, we'll talk about that at the end.
And if you guys don't want to get to the end to see coupon codes,
yeah, that's okay.
Just go to the description. There's the coupon codes are all there, and then there's an affiliate link to Jimmy Bean's Wool.
Right. We always forget about like mentioning our show notes. Do we? No, we talk about things.
Our show notes are always down below.
Yeah. So if there's anything
for everything.
Yeah, anything that we talk about. If we don't talk about it, sometimes we miss things because we just talk.
Yeah.
You can just find it. You'll find it down below, or send us a message, and we'll be happy to point you in the right direction. Okay,
so I think the only admin thing, we do have a knit along still going on, which is the spring cleaning mal.
Yes.
It ends
May 31st.
May 31st, so that's still open. Idea is just to finish your whips.
Yes. And then we finished this morning. I closed the thread for our Shawl It Off, which was just kind of like on the whim. Let's see if we can get a little knit along together because we have some prizes burning a hole in our prize bucket that we want to give away. I love that one.
That was a good name.
It was a good name. Yeah. You can be in charge of our names from now on. And then, so we chose 3 winners. You want to talk about them now?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. If you are one of our lucky winners, please contact us via any of our socials down below. Or, I don't know. Send a signal or something.
Smoke signal.
Okay. So, our FO thread, which is our grand prize winner, who will be winning one of these.
Delicue Maker's
Portfolio, which we love so much, is... Drum roll, please. I don't know why I did that.
That's not a drum roll.
No, it's not. Number 22, DK47203. It's Deborah K. For her Ashbury Park shawl, which actually was really cool, and I should have prepared you all for this. Carry on if you're doing something else.
So while he's looking that up, if you guys have been here before, you may have seen this. If you haven't, this is the Delicue Maker's Portfolio by, you can get it at Jimmy Bean's Wool. It has, Ray keeps his notebook. I keep mine in there as well. Some pockets. Are you good?
I keep my large. Yeah, what's that? There's a box there.
That's just like a focusing thing or a lighting thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then your needles.
Yeah. So this is the Ashbury Park shawl, which is really cool. I love it. And this is Deborah. If this is you, come on down. You're our first winner. Congratulations! Thank you so much for entering. Really appreciate it. Looks like you're from Columbus, Indiana. You've been knitting for 50+ years. That's a lot of years.
That reminded me. You know what hashtag I love? The hashtag Men in Shawls.
Me too.
And there's a designer. I need to knit something of hers. Romy Designs. What I love about Romy Designs, and this is Romy. Instagram. right, is that the pictures are always of her son in a shawl.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's one of my favorite.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually one of my favorite Instagram accounts. Like, and I keep wanting to
put it down. You're making me dizzy. You're clicking on the wrong things.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay, and our chatter winner is Lorraine L. Wood, and she was working on her mooncat shawl, which is there.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to see if I can find these links to these patterns, and we'll put it down below.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know that we typically do that, but that's smart.
No, because we have a little section down below for patterns that we talk about.
Yeah.
So I'll put the dot arrays there and stuff that are not quite our
not things
FOs.
that we've worked on.
Yeah. So congratulations, you're our chatter winner, and you win I think something else from Della Q.
You get the Della Q Makers bags. It comes with 2 in it, right?
I think it's 2, yeah. And you'll see one of them. Here's one. This is the smaller one, and then there's a larger one as well. Okay, and then last, but certainly not least, is our Instagram winner, because we drew a prize from Instagram as well, and that is Dancer in DC. Congratulations.
That's a fun shawl.
That's Painting Waves by Stephen West. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah. Really nice.
I think it was like a gift. I just took a screenshot of this. Like the yarn, I think it was like Hugh Loco. Anyway, I shouldn't be talking about things that I really don't know 100% about. But
we do that all the time.
I know. We met them at Rhinebeck, actually.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, which was really fun. So congratulations. We have some minis and some yarn to send your way.
Yes.
So give us a ring-a-ding-ding, and we'll get you all of your things. So congratulations. That was really, really fun.
Yeah, and I think that's it for Ad Mini. All right, one more thing. If you guys don't follow us on the Insta, you should. But this was sent to us. Well, this picture. Where the guys?
Oh my God! I can't even.
So this is
Sam,
Dr. Sam, who is
Sam could be my doctor. I'm just kidding.
He did this oil painting of us. He sent an image to us like a week or two ago, and then he talked about it in his most recent episode. So he does have a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. He's a knitter. He's from Italy and currently lives in Ray's homeland of Ireland.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And my roots are getting deeper and deeper, guys. We're all over the place. If you're new, I apologize, but I don't really apologize. This is just how
it goes.
So I I'm sorry, Sam. Let's finish talking about Sam, and then I can tell you.
So on Instagram, he's Irish Farm Art Designs. His YouTube channel
he has 2 on Instagram. One features his artwork, and the other one is like his day-to-day stuff or knitting or whatever.
And on YouTube, he is
the Irish Knitter, I believe.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up because there's actually 2 other knitting channels that we'll mention.
Okay.
The Irish.
Maybe a space in between the names. Okay, so while Kevin's looking that up, guys, I'm more Irish than I thought.
So he is an Irish knitting podcast. So check him out. Subscribe to the channel. He makes beautiful sweaters.
He does
with affordable yarn that he gets from Ireland and in the UK and surrounding areas.
You know what's neat about him too is that his mom and grandma were both knitters. Mm-hmm. He was doing a project using his grandmother's old knitting needles. At one point, they were like DPNs or longer like straight needles, and they were metal. One of them was kind of like bent a little bit, but it was really cool that he was able to, carry on that tradition and use the same tools that his family had used, which I thought was really neat. He's working on. He's very, very smart. He puts together he's got his own patterns, and he's putting together a pattern from a sweater that his mom knit, which I thought was really interesting. Like, how cool to be able to look at something and be like, oh, let's see if we can figure this out.
Yeah, he does some designs.
Yeah.
So I've enjoyed watching his
Me too.
podcast. Another one that's kind of, we just watched a couple episodes of is Jasmine with the Knitting Nurse.
Oh, yeah,
and
she's a lovely
knitter. She's great energy, and she also does cross stitch, which she has a project that's like a 20-year project.
Oh my god, I don't know how she's gonna do that.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
And then the next one is a lot of you probably know her, but the Cabaccang knitting podcast.
She's
Rebecca,
lovely too. I would love to meet her.
Fantastic as well. She's a prolific sweater knitter, and she's designing her first like sweater because she wants to understand the design process, which is really cool.
Good for them.
So check those
I
three
don't
out.
even understand anything. So, I've officially crossed the over a quarter Irish threshold.
I think you're more Irish than I am.
I'm 27% Irish, or from Ireland. Yep, 27%. So this updates, I guess, as you go along, or as it continues to like get more.
I'm only 19.
Well, I'm enough Irish.
Top of the morning to you.
So there we are now. So my ethnicity, my largest percentage is Irish.
All right.
So there you go. Oh, look. That was not planned.
Knit swag mug.
Knit swag.
All right.
Holla.
Let's get into some knitting. We've been talking for 21 minutes. And it's
going to be a very long episode, guys. I apologize. No, I don't.
All right.
Why do I keep apologizing? I'm broken. Just saying. We'll talk about it at the end.
Oh
we'll
my
talk
gosh,
about
you
books, but I am broken.
All right.
Yeah, I'm broken.
So I have 2 FOs.
I have 1 FO.
All right, let's start.
Go ahead.
All right, FO number 1. Living in my katydid bags, which there is a coupon code below. This is her like bucket bag. It pulls up or down. Hey, what's that? Some extra
stitch markers?
No, yarn. So I've knit my project out of Emma's yarn. This I won at Knit New Haven a couple years ago.
You did.
And this is going to be in the colorway Gypsy Market. And it's an 80-20 blend, but it's 20% silk. It's a 2-ply.
Which you just realized it was silk. I just realized
it was 100 grams for 400 yards. And I knit...
I can't.
Baby vertebrae.
So cute. Oh, that's the name of it. I didn't write that down.
Baby vertebrae. You guys.
I can't.
All right. What? So, the purpose kind of this cardigan is there's not really a front to it. It's to keep the baby's back and arms warm while like they're laying on your chest, and so that they don't spit up on it. First off, the colors of this are amazing.
Yeah.
I love this yarn. It's like this peachy color. There's some pink, blues, browns, every color you can think of. It's gorgeous. The yarn was beautiful to work with. So, this is a pattern by, let's get our good notes out because that's where we store them all now.
Yeah.
Good notes. All right, so this is Baby Vertebrae.
It's so freaking cute. I can't.
By Kelly Van Nykirk. Right? Nykirk? We'll go with that. So this pattern is a $10 pattern on Ravelry. It includes sizes newborn 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 18, 18 to 24, and 2 years. But the pattern also comes with the kids version that goes above 2 years of age.
Oh my god, how cute would Reese look in this?
What I loved about this pattern is the color coding of it. And so you can see very easily what you're following. So it required a 3.25 millimeter needle and a 2.75. You're supposed to get 28 stitches per 4 inches. I got 27, so mine's just slightly bigger.
Okay.
Super quick to knit up. It took me less than a week to knit and block. So I think it's
amazing.
Adorable. Is there anything else? Oh, so for my holes under my arms, I did a mattress stitch to close it up. It worked beautifully. You pick up your shawl collar type of thing, and it worked out really well. I started with a knit stitch and ended with a knit stitch. Otherwise, I think I would have ended with a purl, so I had one extra stitch to do that. Otherwise, I was just going to cast one on so that it was even, or pick up an extra stitch somewhere. But it's
adorable. It's so adorable.
It's so soft and squishy.
It is so soft.
There is a lot of purling. What else can I say? Oh, this was a really good example of gauge. So you knit this flat, right? and you knit this in the round, and you can see the difference in my stitches from the fabric that's knit in the round and the fabric knit.
It's a little tighter on the sleeves.
Yeah, the sleeves are definitely tighter because you're knitting.
But not by much.
No, you're knitting in the round.
Right.
So it's all knits and no purls.
Right.
Purling uses more yarn.
Yep.
So your stitches are going to be a little bit bigger. And you're knitting a smaller circumference, so it's going to be a little bit tighter anyways.
Yeah.
So, and I noticed it as I was knitting it. I could feel the difference in the fabric.
Did you?
Yeah. So that is why it's recommended if you're going to do a gauge swatch for something you're going to knit in the round, to do your gauge swatch in the round, because it really does impact it. And this is probably the first time I ever noticed it.
I hate that. I'm not going to do a gauge swatch in the round. I'll do a hat.
So yeah, I thought this was a great pattern to knit. Super quick,
It's
really
so
easy.
cute, though.
I love the, where the increases are. It's just adorable, like really adorable.
Yeah.
So yes, so that's baby knit. The start of the baby knits.
Start of the baby knits. Nice.
All right, you're up.
Okay. Mine is also a baby knit. This is also very cute.
Oh my god, this is adorable.
Oh my goodness. Is that a love note, you say? Why, yes it is. This is the love note. I'll just do that little bit real quick. It is so cute. Adorable. I knit the 0 to 3 month size. So we figured she's going to be born in October. So she'll have like 3 months to get to wear.
Oh,
these,
you did
like,
0 to
mitts and
3.
stuff.
Did I do 3 to 6?
I think you did 3 to 6.
I did 3 to 6. Yes.
Yeah. But that's a light.
Yes, it's a finger
And it's
weight.
what you
Cardigan?
call it? Not, but it doesn't come all the way here. It's a shrug. Okay. So it only comes to to here. So this love note, I did the 0 to 3 month size. It only took me less than a week to do it, which was really good. I did make a mistake, but it was a happy accident because I didn't swatch for a baby sweater. I just didn't.
Yeah. Why would you?
Who does that? So it's supposed to be knit on a US 10, and then for the whole sweater, and then for the ribbing, it's supposed to be a US 7. And I saw my 9s, and then the needles next to them, they were bigger, and I assumed that they were 10s, so I grabbed them. They were actually US 10.5, which I didn't even know that was a thing.
It is. I don't know that our set comes with a 10.
Yeah, it does, because I found a 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I knit it with a 10.5. My gauge was 17 stitches per 4 inches, and the pattern calls for 16 stitches per 4 inches. So I actually knit a little bit tighter, even using the 10.5. So I was a little bit nervous because it seems large for a newborn to 3 months.
It actually does.
Right?
Now that I thought you knit 3 to 6.
No.
So for 3 to 6, I thought that looked...
So it'll... But this is supposed to have like 10 inches of positive ease or something crazy.
Adult, right?
Yeah.
Not on a baby.
I know.
On a baby.
Well, so whatever. She can wear it when she's older too. I mean, this looks like a year.
Yeah, I would think a year.
Yeah.
So maybe she gets a little bit out of it this winter and the following.
Yeah, she'll have. Oh, definitely. So I'll tell you a little. I'll talk to you about the yarn first. This is living in my Always Queenie Believe bag, which is so cute.
Some Yorkies.
It's got little Yorkies on it.
Little Tarquins.
Mm-hmm. And I'm using Dirty Water Dye Works in Heliotrope colorway. No. What's Lillian? Is that her base? Lillian's the base. 100% superwash merino.
Possibly.
And then Heliotrope is the colorway?
Maybe.
This is what the label says. So it's 100% superwash merino. And Dirty Water Dye Works, which we'll talk about her yarn
a little
later
bit more.
Because we saw her yesterday.
Yes.
Which was great. So I held it double. The pattern calls for holding fingering weight together with mohair. I didn't want to do that for the baby. I didn't want to do mohair for anybody, really. But I've never knit with mohair before, so I can't knock it yet. But it just seems like everything would come flying at my face, and that might be a little bit.
There goes your personal life.
There goes my personal life. Oh my gosh, great movie. So I knit this exactly to pattern. I ripped it out a few times. I had some trouble with the lace because it repeats, I think, 10 times around for this size. So I ended up using stitch markers to break it up, and I took my time, and I went very, very slow. I think the lace is good. I didn't pin it or anything.
No, I think it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did, the recommended sleeve length, body length, all of that. My only thing is the neck. So I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the collar. I decreased the amount of times that it wanted me to decrease, which is pretty drastic. Because you cast on with a provisional cast on, and then you pick up the stitches afterwards. So your cast on is here, provisional cast on, and then you pick up the stitches, and then you knit the ribbing here, or not, and then you not the ribbing, yeah, you knit you pick it up, you knit here, and then you switch to smaller needles, and you do a rapid decrease, which does create a cool little neckline, and then you bind off loosely. I wove in all of the other ends, and I did block it except for this because I might take it out, especially thinking that she may not be able to wear this until she's a little bit bigger because it stretches.
I don't know. Part of me feels like it's okay.
I don't know how big a friggin' baby's head needs to be.
Do we need like a doll? Would a doll head be the same size?
That would be creepy. We can go buy a doll.
No,
just
one
to,
of
like,
Reese's.
put a sweater on?
Like if we use one of Reese's dolls to see if it's the same size as a normal baby head.
Maybe. I mean, I did look up how big a baby's head is.
Yeah.
But then I didn't know what to do with that because we don't have like a ball that's that size. Maybe we have a balloon. We can blow up a balloon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. And I'll get back to you. If it works, if this is okay, I think it actually looks okay.
It looks okay, but I know what you're saying.
Because like babies' heads are soft, right?
Here's something that you could do is that leave it, and then if it doesn't fit, take it back and then
I'm not going to want to do that though. I want to be once I'm done. I want to be done.
Okay.
So I may rip it out, and I may bind off with larger needles. I bound off very loosely through the back loops for this, and then for all of my bind offs. I like the way that it looks too.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense though, knowing that you knit a little bit tighter anyways with a 10.5. Right. So I could see maybe taking it out and binding off with larger needles.
Yeah. So I may do that. So I didn't attach this or, weave in this end here.
I would do it. I would do it just to be safe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Maybe I'll just do that then.
Yeah.
And then I was toying with the idea of like changing out the decreases, but I think that this is a, fine, like collarbone length or collar length.
Yeah.
I just need to bind off. That's the only thing that makes me a little bit nervous.
What size needles were the decreases on?
US 7s.
Or the bind off, rather. 7?
Yeah, so
I would go up to...
Here's the thing. So I bound off with the 10s for the sleeves and for the body. Because it says to bind off with the larger needles. My dumbass was too engrossed in whatever we were doing that I just bound off loosely still with the 7s that were still on here.
Oh, but it was supposed to be the 10s.
Yeah.
Oh, take it out then. Yes.
All right.
Yes, for sure. I did not realize that the...
But isn't it cute?
It is.
I did a little short row shaping back here, a high-low hem.
There's no... Is it... Cute. Would it isn't a... Oh, yeah. No, hem. Split hem. I see. Yeah.
I didn't do a split hem.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
Good job.
Thanks.
That's cute.
It is cute.
All right.
Love it. Oh, and in the pattern, everybody knit this pattern practically. We saw quite a few of them actually yesterday.
We did.
But you can use whatever makes you want to, like your increases. So I was doing it evenly with make one rights and make one lefts when I was doing it across the yoke, and then I think I did knit front back when I had to just randomly do some increases in there in case anybody's interested.
Good to know.
Yeah. So that's it. Love Note by Tin Can Knits. I don't know if I said that.
Oh, I don't know if you did.
Yeah, and the sizing is incredible for this pattern.
All right.
That is that.
So
that's my only FO.
My next FO, you guys have seen a ton of. It's still living in my bearded pearl bag. which I love. Let's talk about this bag for a second, because I just realized I have currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 7 skeins in here.
I went down the wrong pipe.
7 skeins of yarn.
They're
not all full skeins, but
wow.
This is my
I love the colors.
Colorful
half and half
washcloth by Pearl Soho. You know the cotton is Buttercup. This is Melon, and this one is, I think it's like Bluebird Egg. Bluebird Egg, Summer Melon. So I have these, actually. This is part of a set that I'm currently making. So I've already made these. We have 2 here, 2 here, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, niece.
Oh, you gotta do one for the babies now, too.
I know. She needs one more. What I did not realize I've been doing is I've knit these on the wrong needles. These were knit on US 4s. The pattern calls for US 3.
So there's a little bit of a size difference.
Yeah, just a little bit. I noticed it. I think I did one for myself on US 4 as well. And I noticed a bit of a difference when I used it. But I cast on 48 stitches instead of the 72 stitches. And I love it. It's my favorite washcloth pattern. This is my favorite cotton. They just had a sale. 40% off some stuff, I think. So, you know, some more. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later and a project in mind with all of this yarn. So it's fun. You do short rows and you do an I-cord and attach it. And it's just such a lovely fabric that it makes.
It is. It's really, really nice.
So, yeah, that's it. That's my FOs. And then
So my brother loves the Raiders.
Yeah.
And so he actually made a comment on Easter that he's still waiting for some Raiders knits. But that's why Kevin chose those colors.
Yes.
If you guys know any patterns or a color work or anything like that with the Raiders logo, is that what it's called, the logo?
Yeah.
For sports? I don't know sports ball.
Yes, sports ball.
So.
And then I have, so now we're moving on to whips. I have,
because we have a ton.
I have 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have 4 as well.
I feel like I'm missing one though, but
Same.
maybe not.
Okay.
All right, do you want to start?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll grab what's on top. This is living in my Delicue bag. And I finished. I think look, I have some Tuft Woolens in here. I started the second sock. I probably should have waited to put this on until I've showed the project, because now I have to work it in.
Here.
I started the second sock using Woolens and Nosh in the percolated colorway.
I freaking love this
It's
color.
gorgeous.
I know.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I know what I'm using this in now.
You do? What? Oh, that vertices? Or, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
This is just me interrupting. So.
This is what we do.
I know. Stephen West has like an actual podcast now on his YouTube channel. And in it, he talked about his next class is going to be about modular knitting.
Yes.
Which he references the Vertices Unite, my favorite shawl. And he has, if you sign up for the class, you're going to get a pattern for another modular knitting shawl. Part of that shawl is knit with self-striping yarn.
Yes.
So I'm going to use Percolate as my self-striping yarn. Percolated. And then I'll use some fun colors that kind of play with it.
Yes.
And the rest.
All right. So Woolens and Nosh. We love her.
We got her Advent.
We did get her
enough
Advent.
to buy her Advent.
Mm-hmm. So we've done our Advents the past couple of years have been the mini skeins, and we've been really wanting to do I wanted to really do the self-striping ones. Yeah. Hers is really cool. Unfortunately, I don't think it's available anymore. But the way that she did it, and I'm super excited about, we'll talk more obviously when we get it. But it's 24 stripes. In between each stripe is like a
color break
kind of thing. And they're both packed up in 250-gram skeins in like little bags already, or covered up so you can't see what comes next. And then you knit each day a stripe, and then once you get to that color break before, so that you don't ruin the surprise, you stop. And so you don't know what the next color is going to be until you start knitting with it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is her 90% superwash Targhee and 10% nylon. It's a 3-ply. My sock recipe is down below. I still left that down below for anybody who's interested. But I do 72 stitches. I do a 2x2 rib, German twisted cast on. I did this for 19 rows. I don't know how long. I think I did 7 inches here.
Yeah, you did.
And then I'm going to cut in a heel. So I'm going to do a cut in heel, afterthought heel, forethought heel, really, because I planned it out. And then the contrast, because I didn't get a contrasting anything with this, but the contrast that I'm using is Trilogy Yarns on her plush base, which is an 80-10-10 cashmere nylon merino cashmere nylon. In Little Nugget is the colorway. We've had this for a while.
Yeah. What did you use that in? You use that in...
I use this in my...
Slipstravaganza. I used it for something too.
Your Slipstravaganza got so much love yesterday, which was so nice. So here's what I have left of each of the skeins. This is the Little Nugget, so I'm going to have plenty for the heels and toes for both socks. I think it's going to be fun to have a little bit of a speckle in there.
Yeah, and I think it works really well with the colors in there.
Ooh, yeah, me too. Bless you.
Thank you.
This is what I had left. What is this? Why would I have this? Oh, this is what I tried to make these as matchy as I could.
Oh, that's right. You cut 50.
So I think I'm only one row off, but you cannot even can't even tell.
No.
Right?
No, it's good.
So I wound off once I got done knitting here. I wound off a couple of colors until I got to this brownish color there. So they'll be matchy enough where you'll be like, oh, that's a matching pair of socks. So I just got to the point where I put in my stitch markers where I'm going to cut in the heel. Now it's just going to be plain knitting the tube until I get to the toe. I've just been I've picked up like everything. I've been all over the place and non-monogamous on anything.
I know. I've been.
Yeah.
I actually didn't knit. We were just talking about it. I don't know that I knit like 2 weeks ago for several days. I probably took several days off from knitting. So a lot of mine just happened really quickly and a little bit on a lot of things.
And these are on 9-inch circular needles. That was more of a whisper. Do you feel that? Did you feel your world crumble? Okay.
Anything more to say?
I love it. Those? No, I just love it. I love her socks. I love her yarn.
Yeah, me too.
I love Nancy's yarn too, so it's a marriage of love.
All right, so my next project is knitting. It's not knitting.
No.
And it's not knitting itself. It's living in my Whimsy Stitches bag with the foxes, which is adorable. So this is my Eno hat by Jared Flood.
I love this hat.
I'm knitting this at a loft in Hayloft. So this is a fully cabled hat. I have to change my stitch markers because I really dislike these. I don't like how bulky they are when you're knitting.
How come you're using those?
Because it was what I had near me.
Yeah.
So this is... I made a little bit of progress. I think I was just on my ribbing last time I showed it. So I started the cables.
It looks really nice. The yarn is really allowing them to pop out.
Yeah, it's such a fun hat. I knit it... let me pull it up. I knit one a couple months ago, but I thought it was a little bit too big because I went for the larger size. So I'm going to go for like normal size this time.
Yeah.
But here it is. That is the hat in the Hayloft colorway. It is super easy cabling. It's a super easy repeat. Knits up very fast, and it has a very it's a gather top. So you, from what I remember, it's like 60 to 70 stitches.
Is this the one where you broke your yarn last time?
No, because you gather it with I think I did at some point.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yes, I did break it. I actually break this yarn quite a bit. I broke it on my Harlow.
Yeah.
Also, because it's woolen spun, you just have to be gentle with it. But when you cinch it up at the top, you have to use a superwash yarn. Because you cannot pull this through like 70 stitches. It will break, for sure. But yeah, you used a superwash yarn to cinch this. So I'm going to
Is that what the pattern says, or is that just your tip?
No, that's what the pattern says for this one. So yeah, I'm going to show this some love this week. I went through the first repeat is where I got.
Okay, cool.
So now I'm on a section that's charted. And yeah, this is tubular cast on, which I love. I was going to do that on a different project, and it's knit on what size needles? I think 2 different sizes. You start at like a US 2, I think. So you start with a US 1 or a 2.25 millimeter for your cast on and your tubular cast on and your ribbing, and then you switch to a US 5, which is a 3.75 millimeter needle.
Nice.
So that's what I have it on now. Do I really though? Yeah.
That would have been.
I know, because I was thinking with my dishcloth, thinking the whole time I'm using a US 3.
Right.
And I look and it's a US 4. But yeah, so that's a lovely hat.
Lovely.
First whip.
My second whip is a sweater that I actually gave some love to this week. Oh, there it is.
What?
I was looking for this. I was going to take it yesterday.
Oh.
I know.
That's the Bits and Bobs.
Bits and Bobs.
By Always Queenie Believe.
Yeah. This is the So Basic by Maxim Sear. That's not the So Basic.
No, this is the Bits and Bobs.
That's the Bits and Bobs. Bits and Bobs Anonymous. This is not the Love Note.
Nope, that's the Love Note.
This is So Basic sweater. And it is a fingering weight sweater. Simple raglan sweater with some interesting sleeve detail. And I made quite a bit of progress since we last spoke. Seeing that it is a fingering weight sweater, it's taking me a long time to knit each row. I'm using Primrose Everdeen. No, I'm just kidding. Primrose yarn
Everdeen.
In the House Base, which is a 2-ply fingering weight, 50% merino and 50% Shetland. It's approximately 400 yards. The colorway is Comet, which is beautiful.
It is. It's such a pretty color.
Yeah.
There's a lot of depth to that color.
I agree. Depth of shade. And so this is what I have so far. I think last time we talked, I had just started doing some short row shaping. It's going to be hard to show because it's pretty bunched on the needles. But here, it's a top-down sweater. Let's see if you can see some of the sleeve detail if I pull it out. It's really like some ribbing with the sleeve. You can kind of see it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can kind of see it there.
Here.
Oh, on the inside, you'll be able to see it more.
Yeah. That may show it off a little bit better. Okay, that's cool.
I'm loving that the fabric that this is making. I have about 20 more repeats to go.
Did you swatch?
Before I can split for sleeves. Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. That's right. I remember now. You showed the swatch.
This was the shitty swatch. Right? The one that I hated to do?
Yes, that's why you didn't do it for your other sweater.
Yeah, because look, here it is. It gives me such anxiety.
But do what Shevs does. She makes coasters.
I know, so that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Like a mug rug?
Yeah.
Great idea. My gauge was good. I got gauge. No, I didn't. Remember last time?
You did not get gauge.
I did not get gauge.
But you were okay with it for some reason.
Yeah, I am okay with it because I did the math. And
you were still going to have positive
so my chest circumference was 42 inches. My gauge was 26 stitches per 30 rounds. No. Per 4 inches.
Yep.
30 rounds per 4 inches. Sorry.
Let's start over. What are you knitting?
Oh, this is the So Basic by Maxim Sear.
Okay.
The pattern calls for 26 stitches and 30 rounds per 4 inches. My chest is 42 inches. My gauge is 24 stitches and 30 rounds per 4 inches. So I got gauge, this way.
But not this way.
But not this way. However, doing the math, my finished at the largest point using my gauge, it's going to have a finished measurement of about 45 inches, which is the pattern has a recommendation of 3 to 5 inches of positive ease. So I should fit right into that. Mm-hmm. And then I'm hoping that I will lose some weight as well. But you can't count on that. So you make a sweater based on your body size at the time. And so that's what I'm doing. This is knit on a US 4, which is 3.5 millimeter needle, and a US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter needle. And yeah, it's great. I'm knitting the size medium for the 41.5 inch chest, so that's where my gauge measurements will all come into play, and I think it looks good. So I'll be giving some this is where I was last time. Duh. So I
you made a ton of progress.
So I made a ton of progress.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a fingering weight sweater, so there's a ton of stitches on on the needles already, and I think I have to go up to something like 400, 600.
600 is a Stephen West shawl. So, you know what's...
Not that I'm complaining, Max.
No.
I think it's going to be a great sweater.
What's I really like about, or what I just realized about gauge, and this is something that stuck and I don't know why, and I don't know who I was watching, but they were mentioning...
My eyes are so bad.
Gauge and...
458 stitches is what I will have.
Okay. That's not as much as a shawl. So this stuck with me finally, because I always forget gauge, if your gauge is less or more than what's recommended, what size the fabric is going to make. So if your gauge is smaller than the recommended, your fabric's going to be larger. If your gauge is bigger than the recommended gauge, it's going to be smaller.
Yes.
Which, for some reason, that finally clicked for me.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And that description.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Maybe it'll click for others now too.
Maybe.
This is living in a Knit for Brains designs bag. Yeah.
Here, do you want to put this back in there?
Oh yeah, great. I need to change out the bag.
Okay.
But we don't have any more sweater bags.
No, we do.
From Knit for Brains.
Not from Knit for Brains, no. But we do have another sweater bag.
I know.
Okay. So I'm going to move on to my next whip. Again, very little love, but it got some. This is in my Harry Potter bag from Twinkle and Twilight. Mm-hmm. These are socks that I've been working on forever. I work my socks in Magic Loop. This is on a 2.25 millimeter, which is a US 1. I'm using To the Max. Now goes by Frankie Gray Fibers. This is Call Me By Your Name. These are my socks.
They're so good.
Yeah, I made a little bit of progress. I forgot to put a progress keeper in, but it was somewhere back here.
Yeah.
So I probably got this much done. I'm almost ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have about maybe 20 rows before I do my toe. This is the color. It's blue, green, yellow, and some very light speckles. And the mini is this beautiful peach.
It is really, really pretty.
And this is 80/20 superwash nylon. Yeah, and I did a 3x1 rib all the way around for the leg. I did 20 rows of ribbing, 2x2, German twisted cast on, 70 rows, and then I switched over to heel flap and gusset.
It's really pretty, the heel flap and gusset there.
I love the heel flap and gusset. What I do find, though, if I'm wearing certain shoes, I don't like the heel flap and gusset. It rubs against my, like the back of my ankle a lot, or my heel, and it kind of irritates it. So I'm going to have to play around with doing some afterthought heels or like a fish lips kiss and see how that works in those. And then back to 3x1 rib on the front and just some plain stock net on the back. And yeah. So I'm almost done with that one.
Love it.
And that is my sock. I'm doing very poorly. Remember I said I wanted to knit a pair of socks a month? Mm-hmm. I think I've knit a pair of socks this year.
I think we always say things like that. We have delusions of grandeur and these lovely plans. And then...
Remember I said I need a GoFundMe so I could just knit.
You did. You said that last night.
I know. So I think we should do that.
I think that you should just quit your job and
Here we go.
dye yarn.
All right, let's
and then you can be, and you can still. That's kind of like GoFundMe. People buy your yarn, and then then you can just do all that. All right. My next one got some love as well.
Did I really go through 3 whips already?
We're going a little fast. Maybe we're going too fast. We have a lot to talk about still.
I know. Oh my gosh, don't fall.
Remember that time that you fell when you were streaming?
Yes. Hysterical.
Okay, this is the Brioche Adventure. Not this bag. This is a chip basket. That is still not for sale. I apologize. And let me pull up the pattern. I talked about this quite a lot. This is going to be, I think, around for a very, very long time.
I don't know. You made a lot of progress. This has been kind of your main focus over the last 2 weeks.
Has it?
Yeah, I think so. At least the last week. You made a ton of progress on this one.
Brioche Adventure by Jonathan's Hollow. You guys can see the trees in my backyard. There you go. And I am using the Advent calendar by Dragon Horde Yarn and Yarn Cafe Creations, mother-daughter. They put out a Christmas at Hogwarts Advent. Every year they do one. This was just year 5, this past year. And there were 24 mini skeins, and each one dyed a,
Oh, those are going to be really pretty. Those won't be high contrast though, but they would be really pretty together. They're very similar.
Yeah, but no, I've been pulling them randomly to create more of a contrasty. So I would probably pair something like that's a little bit more contrasty.
Yeah.
What I've also been trying to do is alternating the skeins, and I've been successful so far. So I will do a skein of Dragon Horde yarn and then a skein of Yarn Cafe Creations, and alternate those. I've written down every single colorway that I've used, and I haven't updated it on Ravelry yet with my colorway names, but I will once it's all done. Just this way I'll know I don't know where it is. Oh, that's where I did my Harlow worsted. So here's the issue.
There.
Oh, here it is. Because I cast this on January 8th, which is a long time ago. And I'm on my 8th color. So I still have a long way to go. I have to do 24 colors.
I think you're wrong.
I am not wrong. Look, I wrote it all down.
I don't know.
Yeah, I did. All right, all ready? Enough jibber jabbering. So this is where I'm at now.
Oh, maybe you are correct. You do have a long way to go.
I do. So I last you saw was here, and I only did 3 colors. There are 3 sections.
I mean, that's a lot of brioche.
It is a lot of brioche. Yes, it is. You can see how drapey this is. This is gorgeous. I am so in love with this.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty.
It's a really fun knit. It's not going to get any wider.
No, it's just going to get longer.
It's just going to get longer, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But the magic of brioche is that it's just so squishy. And what happened?
Nothing.
Oh. I think I am doing a pretty good job with the brioche.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really made any major mistakes except for one in the very, very beginning here, which I kind of doctored up a little bit. You're not going to be able to tell very much.
Nobody should be looking that close. Really.
Get out of my space. But the fun thing about this is you're never going more, you're never knitting more than this.
Yeah.
You're increasing and decreasing on each end. But this is really where your focus is, and it grows, it'll grow this way. The only pain in the ass part is winding up all the minis, because I don't like to wind up the minis. But we have a tool for that now. So my last couple of colors, if you're following along, is Madame Padfoot's. No, Madame Padfoot.
No, that can't be.
No, it's totally not.
Pomfrey?
Madame Pomfrey? Well, whatever. I have it all written down somewhere. I just said it.
Yeah.
Madame Putafoot's Tea Shop.
Oh, good old Putafoot.
And then the colorway before that was Creature. And then that was Order of the Phoenix. So I think last time you saw the Order of the Phoenix.
Thought I saw a put a cap.
But it's fun because it's fully reversible. And as you like, it's going to be the same color transitions, but just, reversed. So isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just came out with another shawl too.
He did.
Another brioche one.
I know. Fields of
I
Brioche,
should do
I
one.
think it's called.
Yeah, Fields of Brioche. I should do one.
He's very, very talented.
I have too much to knit.
I do too. Same. But I'm loving this. I cannot wait for it to be done because I think this is probably going to be an extremely well-worn shawl.
You will wear the heck out of that.
I know. So I have a ton of minis to wind up, and like I said, I've just been pulling randomly, to like match some things that are contrasty.
OWLS.
Yeah, there's so much. Yeah. It's fun when I pull out the skein and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is what Kevin was talking about.
OWLS. She's one of the worst villains ever.
She is, but she's great to watch. She's so great to watch. This is a beautiful colorway too. This is called Dumbledore's Army.
Oh, I love that. Oh, right. I love this blue right there. Like, I would love a full skein of that.
And I do so appreciate that they've named each one of them. They've named each one and have labeled each one.
Wait, what's this
That's
one?
like painstaking, I'm sure.
Oh, this is...
Yeah, they're all pretty. The minis are so much fun.
This is Hagrid's tail.
I just hate... This is beautiful. This is Luna Lovegood.
This is beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I know. They're all gorgeous. Okay. The yarn is super soft. It's 80, 20? 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon. They're 20-gram skeins. It's the softest. Have you felt this?
I was just holding it.
Oh.
And I just had yarn in my hand.
All right. So that's that. I'll be doing... I'm probably going to spend some time just caking up a bunch of stuff. I've been putting all my leftovers already in a big Ziploc bag so that they'll be all ready to get put away.
So smart.
Thanks. Is that?
All right, and this
just kind of sits right next to the couch, so I can just grab it when I need to.
Is that your last whip?
Nope, I have one more.
Okay, I have one more as well. No, I have two more. I know. Okay. So this...
I keep thinking this is coffee that I'm drinking, and it's tea, and it's really confusing the hell out of me.
Is in my Lila Styles bag, which is one of those bags that you could, like, knit with.
Yeah.
So this I cast on. This is a sock head slouch hat by Kelly McClure. Let's pull it up. Oh, you know what? Do I have this in my good notes? I wonder. I don't think I do.
You don't?
No, I need to. I don't.
Okay.
All right. So sock head slouch. It's a fingering weight hat.
Yeah.
It calls for US 3s. A 3 millimeter needle. I actually went down. I'm doing a US
2.75.
Yeah, but this doesn't have a size, and that's where the millimeter size comes into play. Is that when you get down to these smaller sizes?
Yeah.
A US something could be different depending on the brand.
Yeah.
So I'm using some Addie's Fix 16-inch circular needles on a 2.75 millimeter, and this is my sock head. I just got done with 4 inches of a 2x2 rib. So this I knit because I was kind of afraid. This is some yarn that I dyed. I was afraid that there was too much space between speckles or too much of an area where there weren't any. But this is a really pretty beige base.
Totally.
And I am calling it Asteroid Belt because it kind of reminded me of Mars. And
even though Mars is red.
Right, well, orange. Like I was thinking, the orange speckles in here reminded me of Mars. But I didn't feel like Mars. But then I thought the Asteroid Belt. And then there's the orange speckles. There's some browns. Some grays in here. So, and then once I started knitting it up, I was like, okay, no, this is one of the skeins that didn't have a lot of speckles in some areas, and I'm like, okay, no, it looks beautiful. I love this. This is probably one of the favorites.
It's
that
really,
I've
really
dyed.
pretty. Yeah, it's very pretty.
So yeah, you can see there's some browns, some grays, and oranges. Yeah, I'm just so happy with this yarn. And I went down a needle size because I have knit this pattern before, and I felt like it was too loose on the 3mm.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is going to be a good size. I did, again, a German twisted cast on.
Yeah, because your last one was so much bigger for you.
Yeah, I'm doing the adult medium, which is 144 stitches.
That's what my size I usually do.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't think I'm going to do the full length. I don't know how slouchy I want it. So, I may take off a couple inches when I'm knitting.
There you go.
But, yeah, so I just finished the ribbing last night. Did a couple rows of just some plain stockinette. And now this will go super quick since I'm just knitting in the round. And I don't have to worry about ribbing. And then this yarn...
4 inches of ribbing is a lot.
Yeah, this yarn will be in the shop by the time that this is posted.
Excellent.
And
it's really, really pretty.
Yeah, I'm super freaking thrilled with this.
Mm-hmm.
So totally repeatable. I dyed some up on DK, which is drying. So the DK, it looks completely different on DK. Well, not completely. But I would say that there's like larger areas of speckles on DK. So yeah, this will be up in the shop later on today.
Beautiful job.
Thanks.
I might do socket.
Yeah, didn't you buy yarn?
I bought this.
You bought yarn yesterday for socket.
Yes,
maybe.
But I think I might do a Musselburgh.
Right.
All right. My last one is my gigantic, obscene crochet blanket that I've been working on for a very long time as well. I really just couldn't focus on a project. Once I got through those mini skeins and I didn't feel like winding any more up, I was just like, I'm just going to do everything. So, this is my blanket so far. I'll open it up so y'all can see. And then I'll tell you about my plan, because I think it's changed a little bit. The yarn I'm using is Cover Story by Lion Brand. It is currently on sale now on Lion Brand's website, which I have linked down below. It's like $37 for the giant cake. And this is how the cakes come. They're humongoid. Gigantic. So they're on sale. Their normal price is like $57, which I definitely did not pay that when I got these. I feel like I got them for about $20 or so, but I can't find that anywhere now. So $37 for the skein. It's gigantic. It's polyester. It's super soft and super bulky. I'm gonna definitely need your help when you're free. Okay. So.
Oh my god, this is so heavy. Oh my gosh.
What? Stop being so dramatic.
No, this is heavy.
Even your voice is like, oh my goodness. Okay, I'll have to turn it around. Sorry.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready. So this is where I was right here. So I knit, I don't know, about 10 inches or so. Crocheted. Thank you very much. So it's pretty long. Goes. Oh, it's very, very.
Are you done with this?
No, not
Why?
yet. Almost. I will be done.
Who's wearing this?
I don't know.
Like, what are you making?
Well, that's because I think I wanted to use this as like a bedspread on like our spaum.
Just go throw it on there now. It's done.
I know. So here's my plan. So I did like a measuring and like I measured like what a twin size or a full size bed spread would be, and then I bought yarn accordingly to make that.
Okay.
So I showed that I had that last cake is the last cake of what I purchased, and then I have this left over, which I'm doing center pole. So I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm calling it quits, because I can't anymore. This is ridiculous.
It absolutely
It's so
is.
ridiculous. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Because I was thinking, like, how the hell do you wash this thing?
In a
like,
bucket.
it'll break a clothesline. You can't hang it up. I'm going to have to wash it in the bathtub. You know?
I know.
And then it's going to have to dry for like 3 weeks.
No, it just goes in the dryer.
This will not fit in our dryer.
Yes, it will.
Kevin.
Yes, you'll be fine.
Maybe.
Yeah, that will fit in a dryer.
Well, I still have all of that to do. So this is my blanket. It is super soft, and I think it's going to be really cuddly.
It
right?
is.
It's going to be like one of those weighted blankets.
Yeah.
It's no pattern. I chained a whole bunch of stitches.
You did a crochet chain until you decided to stop.
Yeah, until I was like, oh, okay.
That's enough. And then you're doing a mixture of
I think it was 7 feet.
Are you doing single and double crochets?
No, I'm doing half double crochets. So all it is half double crochets. I can't even bring it up close because I feel like I'm going to like knock stuff over. Because I wanted a dense blanket. I didn't want giant, the big holes in it. But there are still enough. See?
No. I don't know. Did you say what size hook you're using?
No. I'm using a 9mm hook. Which is a H, an N. And this is a Furls crochet hook. I switched between the wooden one and the metal one.
The metal one's heavy.
The metal one is heavy, and I think that's why I switched, because this one's a lot lighter.
Yeah.
It fits in my hand a little bit better. I wish it was longer, because when I crochet like this, and this part, see? It like, you can see like it creates like a little divot.
Yeah.
And
you hold your wand like Voldemort.
Abracadabra!
That's been all over TikTok. It's
I know.
Hilarious. With like a toothpick.
So stupid. So yeah. That's my last bit.
Okay.
But I will be crocheting some amigurumi, most likely for the little babe on the way.
All right. I have one more whip.
Whoosh.
This is living.
We're gonna have to call this like whip whip nay nay or something like that.
This is in my bearded pearl bag that Justin and Caleb sent to us as, I believe, a 1 year
Podiversary
gift. So
they were playing around with their embroidery settings.
I know. Lovely bag. So this is a project that I was enabled by 2 individuals.
Who are not going to remain nameless, because we're going to name and call them the hell out.
Yeah. So first is, I don't know if they watch us, but Leslie from Naughty Knitwits talks about her Pearl Soho half and half, that's your phone, half and half wrap all the time, and linen quill. Loves linen quill, and finally
you say it all the time. Every time we watch them.
I know. I watched it the last episode. I was like, that's it. I'm doing it. I'm biting the bullet, and I'm buying linen quill. So this project is a little break in the bank and some whip. So I bought a kit from Pearl Soho of linen quill. This is Kettle Black.
It's a really pretty color.
And the yarn is 50% fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. So this is the Kettle Black.
It looks like it would be rough.
And it's
not.
And then,
like with the little hairs sticking up and stuff?
My second color is going to be
it's really soft.
Salt and pepper.
And with their powers combined,
they will make a colorful half and half wrap. And not only that, so then I see Vincent from Vesuvius Crafts who knit one. And I'm like, what the hell?
He's so nice.
Now I have to knit one. So between him and Leslie, I made the purchase. I cast on the bigger. There's actually like the sizes are big and bigger. So
Is there really?
Yeah. I cast on bigger. I'm pretty sure that's
oh my god, I want another chicken sandwich.
So, I didn't save this to good notes yet. All right, so this is unblocked. The big, see, big and bigger. Big, bigger. And this is a free pattern. Unblocked, it's going to be 37.75 inches wide by 44 inches long. It is a 260 stitch cast on. And you do short rows. It's literally a big version of the dishcloth that I do.
Yeah.
So here's mine. Very little progress. Here's,
oh sorry. God, that's so many stitches.
Here's my stitch marker, keeping track of where I did my last wrap and turn. I'm going to change this though to something brighter. It was just the one that I had close to me. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful to knit with. It is a 2-ply yarn. I love all the little white bits in it. I'm assuming that's the linen because dyeing a wool and the dye used to dye animal fiber does not dye a plant fiber. So the white must be the linen in here. And I don't know what I was thinking doing black because I have to pick up short row or wrap and turns in black.
Yeah. It's going to be really epic when it's done though.
Yeah. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be a long-term knit. It is currently being knit on US 3s, which is a 3.25 millimeter.
Oh my gosh, that's smart.
Which is the same exact size as the dishcloth.
Yeah.
So, Leslie and Vincent, thank you for enabling me. And Vincent has enabled me for something else that we purchased yesterday that we'll talk about in a little bit. And thank you, Caleb and Justin, for sending this bag because I think it's going to fit this shawl.
Thank you for being a friend.
Wrap beautifully.
Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it.
That's all the knitting.
The whips. So, we have...
okay, this is the intermission.
This is an intermission. We are an hour and 16 minutes in. The knitting content is done. Now we will have some break in the bank.
Ooh.
Break in the bank number 2. Mm-hmm. Break in the third bank.
No, stop it.
We'll have some... Oh, I'll jump into yarn that I dyed. We'll do that, and then we'll jump into...
And then we have coupon codes.
Coupon codes.
We'll talk a little bit more about...
your work hat thing, because we got some questions about that, like the knits that you're taking in the P.O. box.
Thank you.
So we'll talk about that a bit.
Okay.
We'll talk about... And then that was our happy mail, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right. So let's talk about some...
So if you don't care, we still love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by. If you do care, buckle up, because we have lots to say. Oh, boy. These are gorgeous.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Here's some stuff in the shop.
Shop talk.
One of them just doesn't have a name yet.
Do we? What?
No, we don't do.
No, what's that from?
Tracy and Jody do
sock talk. Oh, sock talk. I get it.
Okay. So, this is elementary. This is on 80/20. And I called it elementary because the blue and the green in it reminded me of the school colors of my elementary school. And there's some gray. And there's some gray speckles in this. This is elementary.
It's really pretty.
This is on a DK. There's like 8 of these. So this is like gray and purple and blue and peach in here. And there's some purple speckles. So that's a one of a kind. Hall monitor. I dyed some more up.
It's good. Good.
This one I love the name. You're turning violet, violet. I didn't know what to name this purple.
No, it's so good.
And I thought of Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I could totally see it.
Right?
Totally see it.
This is on 100% superwash merino 4-ply, which I really like this base. Then you saw this asteroid belt. So this is on 75/25.
Which we named all of the
bases are named after like deities, right? Pretty much like Greek, I think. Greek and Irish. So this is Achilles. But Achilles
base.
Yeah, the Achilles sock base.
Which is 75/25.
75/25 asteroid belt. This one is Dreamhouse on 75/25. When I dyed it, I thought of Barbie's Dreamhouse, so that's how that got its name.
It's cute.
This is on 75/25. There may be some on Superwash 100% 4-ply. This is Buttercream. It's just a really pretty pale yellow.
Yeah. It's not fluorescent. It kind of looked a little fluorescent-y, but it's not. It's soft.
And then I went with Silver Bullet for this gray. And this is on DK. That would have I use that character's name.
I know. I thought we talked about this last time. But Silver Bullet's great.
Yeah. This is 4-ply DK.
Demeter.
This is Rivulet. It's a name I got from Sherwin-Williams. I couldn't think of something for this. So I went to their website and used it. It may be a little bit darker than the last time, but I still think it's a really pretty, like...
It is pretty.
Green-blue.
It's shiny, like.
Then Bluebell. I dyed up some more of this because I really like it. So it's a blue, purpley, periwinkly type of color. This one I named Olive Branch because the dye was olive. And it's like this greeny brown. There's some... I wonder if this one, if you can see it here. There's also some like orangey bits in the skeins that you can see. So this is on DK 4-ply.
Wow.
And then this one just needs a name. I don't know. It's
so
blue
we're
and green with some green speckles.
Right.
So Ray's thinking Irish cream. I'm thinking something about a brook, like flowing water. I could see like the green and the blue in the water. So hopefully by the time that this goes up, I'll have a name and it should be in the shop. This is on 80/20. And I just dyed up some more on DK because I'm going to knit the baby a Vertices Unite baby blanket, and it's knit out of DK. So I want to use all yarns that I've dyed. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use this color in it. I'm also going to dye up like a peach color with probably yellow speckles. I have a gray that I've dyed up before that had yellow and blue speckles that I'll probably use. And then I should need one more color, a fifth color. So I may go... I don't know what I'm going to do for the fifth color. I would like to see them all together. But... because I thought the peach and this might look really nice together.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah. So that's what will be in the shop. There's some other things in there as well. That I didn't bring up. But those are just some of the ones that I've scanned and taken pictures of and listed. So that's shop update.
Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you all for for going in there and grabbing some nice skeins. And it's really cool to see what you purchased all together. Because when we're packing up, we're like, oh, these are really cool together. So super fun. One quick thing about yesterday is we met two amazing people who I apologize because I'm so bad with names but
they were from Rhode Island.
And they both were making hats out of Kevin's yarn, which was so cute. One of them finished, and one was still working on it.
Yeah.
They gave us a beautiful gift of these crystals, aura crystals.
I love crystals.
Yeah, me too. I have them, and we'll show them when we dive into our stuff, which is like next. But I just wanted, it was just so sweet. Yeah. So sweet.
All right. Coupon codes.
Okay.
Are you all ready?
I'm ready.
So we have Naughty Knitting Sacks. Code is PricklePants15 for 15% off your order. Trilogy Yarns. NATR 15 for 15% off anything excluding her clubs and kits.
Right.
Knit Swag. Kevin and Ray for 15% off your order. Lila Styles. Love NATR 10 for 10% off your order. Always Queenie Believe, which is 9-inch Cirque for 20% off your order. Katie Did Bags. Kevin and Ray 10 for 10% off your order. And then we have one that is going to go into effect next week for Sarah's shop update of Superfine Yarn Co. The code is NATR 10 for 10% off your order. And that code's going to be good until May 20th.
Yes, so she has a shop update on May 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. She's a beautiful
hey Bugs
yarn dyer. Let him be, please.
He looked up at us. I wanted to say hi.
From Ohio. They have a wonderful podcast as well, which we talk about often
with Christine Parker Co.
And yeah, so those are all the coupon codes. Thank you.
And then we also have the Jimmy Beans wool affiliate link below.
Yeah.
There too.
There's not a coupon code or anything there, but if you purchase using that code, we get a little kickback, which is nice.
think I'm gonna sneeze
Okay.
again. All right.
I feel like we have so much to talk about.
Okay. All right.
I'm a little nervous about that box. I've never seen it before. Have you always seen it?
Yeah.
You did?
I mean, watch. If I go here.
No, don't do it. Oh, maybe I have seen it.
Okay. So let's talk about Happy Mail and the P.O. Box. So a couple episodes ago, Ray talked about his job accepting donations of like hats and shawls and things like that. So we got a P.O. Box, which we listed the address below, and they're accepting. There's no like rules, right?
No, so they're really just collecting for patients in the hospital, oncology patients. Yeah, I mean, like, anything to bring a little bit of comfort and cheer and some warmth to some of our more vulnerable patient populations. So, we talked about it, and a lot of you reached out and wanted to make a donation. We got our first package last weekend. And it was absolutely amazing.
Unreal.
She had said that she knit a lot of this stuff and for to donate, and where she was donating, I guess, changed their requirements and stuff. Since we didn't really have any requirements, she sent them our way, and there were hats, and some of the hats were like cabled, and it was just, you could tell the love that she put into it when she was making it. There were socks, there were newborn hats, tons of them. There were there was a cowl in there, a little shawl in there. Mm-hmm. So it was really, really nice. When I brought it into work and I gave it to the lady who was collecting it, she was just thrilled beyond. So thank you very much. And for those of you who have things already coming, or have more questions, please reach out to us. And thank you very much for your donation. It's really, really sweet. So our P.O. Box is linked down below. It's we check it a few times per week when we go to the post office to drop off the packages to get sent out to y'all. We check the post office box. So yeah. So that's that. So thank you all.
So that was right. I don't think there's any. All right. So that's Happy Mail.
I'm exhausted already.
All right. I know, guys. Buckle up, Buttercup, because I did more shopping than you did.
Because because my brain was all over the place.
I was
broken. I'm broken.
But I did shopping even prior to.
You did.
That.
You did. So, you know what? Let's talk about the things that we got
prior to
yesterday. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to get.
Which for me is only one thing. For Kevin, it's 28.
Guys.
Just kidding.
No, it really kind of.
It probably is. Hi, Bubba. I guess I'll go first and then I could take a break. So I talked about this on the last podcast. Lolo Did It had a Star Wars club. And it's a 4-month long club. You buy it all at one time, so you're not paying monthly. And you're going to get 4 different skeins of yarn. I'm going to show this. So everybody should have theirs by May the 4th. So I'm taking a gamble. If you have not gotten yours, you can... What was that?
That was a car backfire.
You can look away, or get up and refresh your coffee or your cocktail.
All right.
Ready?
Do a countdown.
Okay, it's super cute. Well, I'm going to show the package first because the package was super cute.
Okay.
Look at how cute this arrived. So this is the package. Use the Force, and it's Grogu using his Force to move the ball of yarn. I cannot even right now.
That would be an adorable enamel pin.
Oh, I bet maybe she'll have one. So the last skein, and a few of you jumped on that. I think the cutoff was the day after our last podcast, and a few of you said that you were able to jump on last minute, which was great. So that would be great. And the last skein comes with a Star Wars themed like goodie. That would be great. Wouldn't that be an awesome little pin? Okay. So she promised that these would be bright and fun and crazy and.
Do you know I didn't even see this?
I know you didn't. You were dying when I opened it up. So we got this first one. The second week of June, we'll get the next one, and then the second week of July, and then the second week of August, and then that's it. Okay. So look away. I'm not going to not talk about it. So, mute this or plug your ears or whatever, and maybe we'll wave at you after it's done. Okay, so the name of the colorway is I've Got a Bad Feeling About This.
It's so good. It's bright.
It is bright AF, and it's amazing AF.
Yeah, really, really good.
Oh, it's so soft. You can choose either the DK or the fingering, and I chose fingering, which was great. Now, there's a little bit of a make-along that she's doing for the people who are part of this club, and you can enter if you use the skein of yarn, but to make a project with the yarn that she's sending you. I almost want to wait for all 4 of them to come. They're probably not going to be related. They're probably all just going to be busy and crazy. But wouldn't it be fun to do something really, really crazy with all 4 skeins of yarn?
Yeah, you could do a shawl.
I know, but I don't know. It might be a crazy... Maybe I can do one of the brioche.
I know. I was just saying. I thought the same thing immediately. I thought of Jonathan's brioche patterns. Yeah. You could also do a...
Well, we'll see what the other ones look like, because otherwise it's just going to be...
You could do 2. You could do... Oh, no, you can't right now. I was going to say you could do 2 Pure Joys, one using 2 colors and the other using the other 2 colors, but you only have 1 skein right now.
I do. I only have the one right now. But super good. I love it. It's just bright and colorful, and I like that. So, okay, y'all. I mean, if you muted, you have no idea what I'm saying, but if you just looked away and closed your eyes, you can reopen them. That's what I got. That's my only...
No, that's not Connecticut Sheep and Wool related. Where's your Westport Yarns purchase?
Oh, screw you. Darn it.
All right, so my first purchase came from Fiber for the People, Taylor. I just always admired her colors and her YouTube channel. I love watching her YouTube channel, and I've just never been able to purchase yarn. And she had posted on her Instagram that she was doing a Lucky Strike update, and those are her one-of-a-kinds. So I picked up 2 skeins. This one I love. This is burnt. It's on 100% superwash New Zealand Polworth. It's 436 yards, 100 grams, and it's a fingering weight. I love the just the colors that she gets, the brown and the orange.
Oh,
and like
she's so talented.
Yeah, her her color, like her dyeing is so thoughtful.
Yeah.
So super pleased with this. And this one is...
And it's so hard to get her yarn.
I know. This is called Cool. This is 80% superwash merino, 10 cashmere, 10 nylon. It's also a fingering weight. And this is 382 yards.
Yeah.
So this is just a really like nice, cool... that's the name. Like bluey green. It kind of reminds me of... I don't know, but it's beautiful.
What's in that one?
Cool.
Oh.
Right.
And this is burnt? How fun. Together.
Yeah. They could be something.
Yeah. Together. Cool. Ice and fire. Fire and ice.
It could be a pure joy.
It could be. It's fun. I love it.
Maybe.
Good job.
So, yes. So, and what I like too is that she has a business card. Right? Fiber for the People. And then the care instructions.
I know, it's cute.
I thought this is a really smart
it's a clever
inclusion
idea.
to the package.
Me too.
Love that.
Yeah.
All right, so that... Oh, and speaking of, this is cute too. Came with Taylor's tea.
Oh, yeah. Super cute.
How freaking adorable.
I know.
All right. So that was my purchase from Fibers for the People. Fiber for the People.
I was going to say, there are more than one Fibers, but... Oh, I just kicked the camera.
That's all right.
Sorry.
All right. You go.
All right, I have one more thing. As Kevin rudely reminded me. When we were at Westport Yarns, Laura enabled me, and she purchased some yarn to make... So I'm a sucker for samples. Like when you see a sample in the yarn store, I'm such a sucker for it. And, you can touch it and feel it. And that's... Anyway, so Laura apparently is as well. And we're going to do a little knit along. We're going to knit the same things, the two of us. Not sure when we're going to cast it on yet. It's going to be all up to her. She doesn't watch the podcast, so I don't know. She's not going to know this, but I'm going to be waiting for her. So this is... I wish I took a picture of the actual cowl. I should probably pull it up. It's the Versa Cowl by Darn Knit Anyway. And Versa Cowl by Amy Pelletier. Yeah, that's it. So this is the cowl. I have to still buy the... Oh, it's a free pattern. Done.
Download. Add to GoodNotes.
Done. Add to library and download PDF. Okay. So, I chose some Malabrigo Rios. It's going to knit up super fast in these two colors to play together, which I think that they'd be really fun. This one is called... that word.
Insert correct pronunciation here.
And this one is called that word.
Gris.
Gris and...
They'll be fun together.
Potion. I have no idea. I think it's Spanish, but that was not a Spanish accent. So, yeah, I think it'll be fun. I don't think I've ever knit with Malabrigo Rios.
I think I've knit with Rios.
It feels
before.
So plushy and soft.
It's a beautiful base.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what that's going to be. So I'm going to put this in a bag with the pattern so that I remember that that's why I bought these two to go together. There's some striping in here and then some, like,
looks
some
like
slips, mosaic knitting, slip
probably?
stitches, some stripes.
It was really pretty in person.
It was. Yeah, and I liked how it draped and, like, how it sat.
And
you can wear it so many different ways.
Yes.
Look at it.
You can wear it kind of like tucked in on itself, so you have just the mosaic showing,
or just
stripes,
or you
stripes
on top,
elongate
on top.
it, and you have both.
Yeah. A broken seed stitch pattern.
Oh,
the
okay.
Pattern. Yep. Oh, that should be nice. It's a one-page pattern too. Love it.
All right, I'm making a lot of crinkly noise, so I apologize.
I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this tea.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I think it's a little spicy for me.
All right. So, as I said, guys, Pearl Soho had a sale. Buttercup Cotton was on sale, and so was something else, and I got the kit. But Buttercup Cotton I bought with a purpose. I just haven't figured out my color combo yet. One of them is darker than I thought, so it probably won't work. But I'm going to be knitting the baby a 4-point blanket by Pearl Soho. The pattern initially was released, I think, whoever's car keeps
I don't
backfiring.
know. It's
they need
so
to go
annoying.
To the auto body shop.
They need some help.
I need to find the correct
Are you going to
pattern
remember all these patterns? Because I have
Yeah.
to...
Because they've updated the pattern several times,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought doing cotton would be really nice. It's washable. So, here's the Buttercup Cotton that I purchased.
I mean, they look so good together.
All right, so we have... I'm just
I'm
going to
hold it. Here,
two at a
I
time.
can hold up 3, and you want to hold
So
up
this
3.
is Lavender Fog, which I'm totally using.
Yep.
It's really, really pale lavender, almost gray. This is the same Bluebird Egg, which I think I want to use as well.
Uh-huh.
This one I may not use now that I see it. It's a lot darker than I was thinking, but this is Purple Aster.
I kind of like it, actually.
And then this is Vintage Pink, which I think's going to go in there. These were 2 additional ones that I got, which I wasn't sure, but this is Cedarwood. That doesn't work for me. And then this one I actually love. This is Rosy Red, so I think that's going to go in. So part of me is leaning towards Rosy Red. Hold on.
Okay.
Rosy Red. Here, we can put them all down now.
Okay.
So part of me is leaning towards these 3, and then...
I like this. I like this purple.
Maybe maybe a pale denim or gray cloud. Oh, gray cloud. Okay, pale denim. Right?
That's good.
Maybe.
I'm not sure about this one.
Which one? The pink?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Crap.
I added the purple back in because I like the purple.
No. Maybe? Wait a second.
No. I didn't do anything else.
These for sure. Lavender. That's right. And then... yeah, maybe that. But is this one too bright? I don't know.
I like the purple.
I don't know. Whatevs. But this is going to be a 4-point baby blanket. It's getting probably cast on today. I'll pick one of these.
Is it really? God bless you.
Yeah. I need to get started.
Okay.
So that was my part of Pearl Soho. Let's put this all away.
Yes, you heard right. Part of Pearl Soho.
And then you guys already saw Linen Quill. And then this yarn, I figured it'd be fun to try. It's very
Kevin,
scratchy.
We're going to go over 2 hours, I think.
That's fine. Lantern Moon.
I don't like
the way it feels.
How it feels at all.
I am excited to knit with it because I think it's going to change.
It looks neat.
This is a cotton linen blend. It is 61% cotton, 39% linen, and it's not called Lantern Moon, it's just called Lantern. This color is called Bluegrass Blue.
It's fun. It's funky.
This one is called Beech Leaf, but Beech.
Look how heavy it is.
And then this one is called Frost Blue. I'm going to use these to do dishcloths. They have a free pattern. It uses one skein. It's like 15 inches by 12 inches. So that's what I'm going to do. And linen, I know, softens up dramatically once it's washed.
I hope so.
This needs to soften up dramatically when it's washed.
I wouldn't wash my worst enemy in this. You know what it feels? It feels like a beaded curtain. I don't want to keep knocking because I'm sure it's gonna be.
No,
it's fun.
I'm not gonna lie. The feel is a little.
It's like
weird.
you're walking through a beaded. And
look at the way that it's like spun.
It's
See how it's like the cotton's wrapped around the linen.
Yeah.
So it definitely has an interesting texture to it.
Yeah.
But it's a quite expensive yarn when not on sale. So to get it on sale, that's why I wanted to give it a try because I saw the pattern and the pattern looked nice.
Yeah.
So we'll give it a go.
I mean, I'm very. It's piqued my interest.
Yes. Mine as well. That's why I purchased it.
Yeah.
So
I'm a little chilly now.
it is a little bit chilly.
Yeah.
That was all the purchasing made prior to yesterday. So let's go back to yesterday. Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival, Knit New Haven. A lovely day.
Lovely day. We started our day about 9 a.m. We left the house. We needed to go to the post office to drop off 2 orders, and we needed to pick up some medications for Tarquin, who's doing very well, by the way.
Yeah, he's had a little setback, kind of.
Kevin scared him the other day.
I scared him. He jumped back, and his knee tweaked a little bit. So he's still walking and jumping and doing all that, but you can see that it's a little stiff.
Yeah. So we stopped giving him any medications for the past 2 weeks. But we ended up starting up again just to be on the safe side. So we're getting him the gabapentin and an anti-inflammatory. He's currently sleeping next to us now. The after effects of the gabapentin. So we met up with Kate and her friend Debbie. Oh, I like Deb. Deb and Ray. Debbie. She's wonderful. She was lovely.
She was great.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Everybody was so lovely. So we met up with the 2 of them. Well, we're actually, when we got there, it was only, like I said, a 20-minute drive. It was super easy. We're so very lucky to be so close. And they have a new venue this year, which was great. It was perfect. They were barn set up, similar to how Rhinebeck is in the first part of Rhinebeck with those, with those barns there. And we get there, we see Lorian, who we haven't talked to and seen in a little while. Yeah. So it was nice to see her and her husband, Lorian, from Knitting Posse, who's no longer doing that, but she's doing a lot of other things, and she'll pop in from time to time. And so that was nice. And then as soon as we walk into the first barn, we see Kate, who started screaming, of course, because we
No, she silent screamed. She didn't really scream.
She silent screamed.
She did silent scream.
Yeah.
It was a silent
Probably
movie.
Because she didn't want me talking about it.
Right, and so you did.
So I am. And we walked into Dirty Water Dye Works.
Yes.
Which was really great because the very first time that we went to New York Sheep and Wool, or Connecticut Sheep and Wool, when I was not a knitter, and I think we talked about this already, Kevin obviously was knitting, but not to the extent that he is now.
No.
And that was one of the skeins, first hand-dyed skeins of yarn, I believe, that you purchased, or one of the first times you purchased hand.
I had never been to a fiber event before.
Right.
So we went and I bought some yarn from Dirty Water Dye Works with the intention of 5 years ago. The intention of knitting a shawl out of it, and it just never panned out. And that is
no, but the shawl is pretty. What's left of it?
Well, there's nothing left of it. Oh yeah,
I didn't take it all out.
But it's the same yarn that Ray's using for Love Now.
Yeah. So this is the. Excuse me, that went down the wrong pipe as well. This was the beginning of whatever shawl it was. It's so pretty though.
It's Storm something. It's not the Joji Locatelli Storm, but this one I just kept dropping stuff. I had no idea what I was doing.
No idea what it is. And I'm sure you're all going to ask.
You know why it tore? Because there's this.
A stitch marker.
Yeah, it got caught. I was not as experienced when I started knitting that. Now I could probably fly through that shawl, but I won't knit it, so it made sense to take it out.
So
we went. All right. But let's start. So Kate also had made and packaged some granola for us, which it was delicious because we ate it for
dinner last night.
For dinner.
Because we had such a heavy lunch.
Yeah.
So Dirty Water Dye Works had really awesome, of course, again, samples.
Yeah.
The samples get us every single time. Dirty Water Dye Works is out of Boston. So it's nice that things are so like local-ish. And we each bought...
Oh, you took a picture of mine.
I did. I took a picture of both. I don't know what... But only the tags. I actually didn't get a picture of what the patterns look like. Or what the... I can talk about mine first. Mine...
So that one would be mine.
Yeah. So I bought a bundle. She calls them bundles of minis. Oh, it says... This is the bandana bundle because I wanted to knit. I saw this Canon bandana here. Oops, can you all see it? It's Canon Cannon bandana, which I'm gonna have to like link all this stuff down below. Canon bandana, and these are the minis that I got for it, which are super cute. Let me pull it up.
There.
Thanks.
I'm just pulling mine up.
Yep. I thought it was going to want to go downstairs. Bandana. Okay. Canon bandana. It's so cute. I thought it would be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of like a cowl, but...
I'm surprised I bought this one.
It comes down like this. Why?
I don't know.
All right, so I bought that, and this is the mini skein that I'm going to use for it. Oh, this is in a solid. That's nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I bought this. This is called Bundle 1. And this, she had a sample for this will be a gift for somebody because I won't wear it, but I just thought it was really pretty. This is the Soul Warmer cowl by Justina Lorkowska.
Or is this one
It's
yours?
I think that one's mine.
Yeah, I think you're right. Don't lie. I lied. So this is going to be mine.
And this one's mine.
Yeah.
I think. Who cares?
Doesn't matter.
But this is the...
They're both beautiful.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Here's the...
Oh, it's so good.
Let me see if I could zoom in on this.
You're going to get to do that lacy part.
So, yeah, I just thought it looked really interesting. I love that there were all these different sections and textures in it. Some striping, larger stripes, smaller stripes. So I think it's going to be really, really fun to knit. No, this has got to be yours. It says bandana bundle.
I know it does, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm willing to sacrifice for you.
No, it's cool.
I do like this one better.
It's a... The pattern's $5.50, or it is part of a collection where you can get a bunch of patterns for $18. The pattern book has 6 patterns for $18, or you buy one pattern for $5.50. It looks like there's some gloves and stuff in there too. So yeah, I think it's just going to be a fun little. Yeah, and here goes another one.
So, did we talk about this? Person's. Oh, so this bundle is MCN. So it's 80% nice. Superwash Merino, 10% Cashmere, 10% Nylon. So now Kevin's jealous. So he's probably going to want this one back. I love an MCN.
Yeah.
It's so soft and delicious, but that'll feel good around my neck.
And this is just...
I'll have a lot left over. There's no way I'm going to use 6 mini skeins for a little bandana like that.
And I may substitute some of these. These might even be just good to have for like heels, toes, and
totally.
Cuffs.
But it was a good price. Whatever it was a good price.
So that was purchase number 1.
Yep, that was there. And then on our way walking through, we
ran into so many people too.
Did.
So
we saw Tammy.
We did see Tammy. This is all.
Yeah, we met some really, really fun people.
We met Tammy. Oh, jeez. Who else did we? We just met so many people throughout the.
I can't even remember people's names. Right. As they come to us, we'll say. Okay.
What's next?
So then we ended up
here, I think.
Yeah, next, I think so too. So, Kevin likes to start things and, new crafts and stuff. So I jumped on the bandwagon too. I couldn't not. We went to this booth called, oh my gosh, I left all the cards downstairs.
That's right.
Didn't I bring them up here?
I'm trying to see if I could find something. I'm really sure it was Vincent.
I swear I brought them all up here. Oh, wait, here. Okay. So we went to Going Gnome, which I think a bunch of you have seen this already. It's needle felting. So yes, we're going to try needle felting.
Yay!
Yay!
All right, so the ladies were hysterical.
Their booth was
so many good things.
And so many people in there.
All right.
And again, samples, right? So like they had the finished projects there, and they were so good. So we're going to dabble, and we each got a couple of kits to do some needle felting, and the kits has everything that you need.
Well, to needle felt, but we had to get some additional supplies because I did say if I'm doing this, I'm doing it.
But Kevin was very selfish. He was very selfish. So you need a little foam block. So we got a little foam block, right, to do it. And then I was like, well, what if I want to do it at the same time?
And I told him that would probably not happen.
And then he remembered who he was talking to. So anyway, here's what we got.
So I'm going to start with my little one. Look at the little baby penguins.
So
oh my
cute.
God, it's so adorable.
Happy feet. Happy feeling.
Oh my God.
Happy felting. I can't read.
So this is intermediate because I have never needle felted before. So I obviously am an intermediate.
Correct.
Needle felter.
Right.
So adorable, you guys.
Totally adorable.
So it's going to be it makes 2 of them, and they're about 2.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, and they're 2 inches tall. They're going to be so cute.
They are going to be so cute. Mine's going to make 1. This is, I couldn't even, I thought it was the cutest freaking thing I've ever seen. This is the frog.
It's so
his
cute.
Eyes. It's so cute. And like to hold them in your hand is really cute. This makes about a 4-inch wide frog. It's got everything that you need except the foam surface. I have no idea what to do. We'll open this up obviously and see. I thought you like knit it together, but you don't. It's like batting, so we got to put things together.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's supposed to be really cool. My hands are going to be bloody probably by the end of it because I'm going to stab myself a million times.
That's what we pay for this art.
So this is also an intermediate pattern.
Okay.
Kit.
So
we thought we might need beginners. Oh, yeah. You got a different.
I got a confident beginner because I'm also an intermediate felter.
You're such a jerk.
So, but I couldn't Even with this, guys.
It's good.
Look at Jack Frost.
It is good.
Oh my gosh. I think it was the hat that sold me. And the beard. Like, what? Oh my. I can't even. It's going to be 6 inches tall.
What we're going to do with these, I have no idea.
Carry it around in my pocket.
Yeah.
Adorable.
So I did not feel as confident a beginner as Kevin. So my beginner, I got just the beginner pattern. And I got mini tree gnomes, which seeing them there were so cute. This kit makes 2, which I didn't know. But they're so... Look at the eye, like the face on that guy. So they're mini, like, tree gnomes. So they look like little Christmas trees, almost, or pine trees or whatever.
They're adorable.
They're adorable. So...
yeah,
we'll do that now. They were so nice, the two of them that were there, and they overheard Kevin and I bickering, of course, over the effing foam block that they threw in another foam block,
a small one,
for me, not for us, for me, because they felt bad for me.
So check out their website.
Yeah, amazing. Going Gnome, we'll have that link down below.
Yeah.
Going Gnome, they have so many different kits. There was like little Earth, which was cute. They have this dragon.
Oh yeah.
Which when we were at Knit New Haven,
she had a dragon.
She did a dragon out of it. It was so good. So originally found only in Scandinavia and Siberia, gnomes are now found throughout the world and are one of the most common types of wee folk.
Wee folk.
Related to fairies, elves, and sprites, gnomes closely resemble small humans and are characterized by their large beards and pointed hats. Many people have never been fortunate enough to see a gnome, but should you be strolling through your garden on a quiet evening and happen to spot a tiny man among your plants, do not be alarmed.
I would scream.
But count yourself among the fortunate few to have spotted a true gnome. Although typically shy, if a gnome decides you are of a suitable temperament, they may begin to allow you to see them more frequently. And if these good-natured, magical folk do decide to inhabit your house or garden, they will not merely spend their days partying, which they do a lot, but will encourage strong growth in your garden, take loving care of your pets when you're not home. Oh, good.
Oh, thank gosh.
And will bring good luck to your household.
Kirk, we're leaving
GoingGnome.com.
We're leaving you with a gnome for Rhinebeck.
Love it. You guys were amazing.
All right.
Okay.
So, next up was that, I think. Yes.
Maybe. Oh, look. Oh, here's another. Look at this friggin' gnome drinking a goddamn iced coffee or something. So cute. Oh, this is a limited edition Maryland gnome.
Oh, so maybe they'll be at Maryland Sheep and Wool next weekend.
Maybe. Yeah.
So if they are, go check them out. If you're going to Maryland Sheep and Wool, check out Going Gnome.
Yeah.
If they're going to be there.
These are the beautiful crystals.
Oh yeah. I love them.
I know.
I feel like one of them's citron.
Yeah.
Yeah, the yellow.
Okay. So we have those. Okay.
We have these.
They were so nice to talk to.
I know. And these were the same lady. I know we said this. These were the same ladies who were wearing the hat. One was wearing the hat out of confetti.
And they wore our pins.
And they had the needles at the ready pin.
Stop it. I almost died.
But yeah, I will take these. I normally carry some type of stone with me all the time. So thank you for those.
Of them on our...
I don't remember. We're really bad at taking pictures ourselves. So if anybody met us and you took a picture with us, feel free to post on Instagram and tag us in it so that we have it too.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have one with them. Do we?
I thought we did.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I think wasn't it what I posted?
I don't know. Kate sent us a bunch of pictures. Do we have any? Let me see. Oh, yes, right here. Duh. First picture. There we go.
Oh, there they are. We love them. Hi, friends. So, okay. That was that. And then...
this was
of course. So we went into a booth with adorable bags. I wish I remember the names.
I wish you...
I almost bought a bag from there.
It's right there.
No, the other place. Remember we went to the other place
the Mean Girls bag.
Yeah, so good. Anyway, we shouldn't talk about that because I have no idea where it's
from. This booth that this purchase is coming from was really funny. So I wore Slip Stravaganza yesterday, and people randomly would like stop and comment it. But we go to this booth, and This woman comes up to me. She's working the booth. She's like, first, she's like, love your shawl. It's beautiful. She's like, but secondly, she's like, your phone's in your pocket and the flashlight is on. I know this is kind of awkward, but I just figured I'd lead with the shawl first and then go to the flashlight. And I was dying.
Hysterical.
Absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens. I know that happens to a bunch of us where our flashlight just turns on.
Right. Originally, I thought she said your fly was down. And I'm like, oh my God, we've been here for like an hour. And you've been walking around with your fly down the whole time. So who Kevin is talking about, I don't know if it was Joanna or not, but Silver Key Stitches.
Down a little bit?
Is the name. I was going to show the logo because I don't know if that was really her or not. She's the owner. I don't know if that was the owner or not of this place. We walked by and we saw these.
Their bucket bags were...
their bucket bags were so good. But this one in particular really caught my eye. And it's so cute. It's a little basket. And look at the fabric.
I love it.
I love it too. It's all from so all the dates are from the 90s. It's just it's like a library card. You know when they used to stamp it?
Do you know what's so funny about that, though? Is at work this week, I took out a book off a desk from our department head. And somebody was like, oh, you should put that back. Like, did you check that out? I was like, wait a minute. What are you talking about? Like a library card? And then we find this.
I know. The inside is like a gingham, picnic-y type of fabric, I would say, with a little pink in there.
Pink and yellow. And
So I thought this would be a really nice, spring, summertime sock bag.
Anytime bag.
Yeah, anytime bag. Really.
That's an anytime bag.
But how cute. It's so
adorable.
Cute. So they had so many different ones. They had yarn and stuff too. Silver Key Stitches. Silver Key Stitches. So we got that, which was so good. Kevin was a little bit mad because I ended up taking it.
And then our next purchase, again...
All of this will be linked down below. If I forget something, I'm sorry. Just let me know and I'll put it.
This was enabled, again, by Vincent of Vesuvius Crafts. He showed this a couple months ago, and I was like, wait a minute, what the hell is this? This is called...
and he has a video to show how to do it.
Yes. So he just shows this video, right? I'm like, what is this tool? What are you doing with this wand? So it's called I don't
have the card for this place.
I don't either. A Nostipine. I think it's Nostepinne.
Yeah, the lady didn't. I didn't take. I thought I took a card. Crap. She said it was. Is it not wrapped in the paper?
No. There's nothing. There's no card in the paper. Yeah, I don't know. So I bought one.
I don't even know what it's from.
We will find it. We have the name's on their website. I know exactly what the name is, so we'll be able to find it. So what this is, it's a tool to wind minis. So you can tie it here or here, your yarn to start, and you wrap it around and then back down to make some X's, bunch them up to make the middle, and then you just twist this as you're winding your yarn around, and it makes a center pull ball. The reason I got it is I do not like winding minis on a ball winder, so I thought that this would be fun to have. It's another tool. Who doesn't need another knitting tool?
Totally.
If a burglar comes in, I could beat them with it, and make cute little minis. So we got this.
I don't remember what barn it was in. Do you?
No. Here, I'll be able to find it.
Okay. Oh, it's woodworking stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's... Is this the Stephen guy? Yeah.
Yes.
Stephen
Willett.
We'll have that link down below.
If they have a website.
Hopefully.
So that was that. So thank you, Vincent, for enabling me and putting this in my head. I literally went there and had this in mind. And then they showed us how to use a luette, I believe is how it's pronounced. So I'm going to figure out how to use that. That you use to make...
Can you put that down, please?
Square cables. All right.
And then... I
think this... I just want to confirm.
Knits for Comfort was there as well. They're based out of Connecticut. Their yarn dyer's out of Connecticut. There's their card. I thought this was such a cool thing
Oh yeah, I'm like, I don't remember.
Yeah.
This. No,
So they sold this little kit, and you might say, "What is that?" Well, let me tell you. It's black and white. I wish it wasn't in black and white, but this is a travel mug kit. So you knit like a sock, basically, and whatever yarn you want to. This one happens to come with the yarn, which I love. It's like orange and blue. And you get one of these mugs here, and you put your knitted like tube in there, and then you put the black piece over it. And so inside here you have your knitted fabric or whatever, and you have your little coffee mug.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
I thought it was cute.
And then once you have the pattern, you can make as many as you want.
That's
you
right.
Find out where to get this cup.
And so she wrote the pattern herself. She said when she was up working on her dissertation late at night. And it's a really simple pattern. I don't know if it's a paid for pattern or not, but it's called the Knits for Comfort Travel Mug Pattern. I'll try to find that and link that down below. I'm not sure if you can buy that separately. But I thought that was really, really cool. And we have so many minis and leftover skeins of yarn. Like, how much fun? Like, look how fun that is. Isn't that going to be cool?
It reminds me of Fox Farts a little bit. The colors of Fox Farts.
Oh, it does a little
right?
bit, yeah. So that is that from Knits for Comfort. I just thought it was clever.
Yeah.
I think the whole kit was like $20 maybe, something like that. And I'll definitely get a lot of use out of that. This could be my work mug.
And then we went and stopped at 7th Floor Yarn.
Who's going to clean all this up?
The gnomes.
Oh, okay, good.
So we stopped at 7th Floor Yarns.
We did.
And there were a couple colors there in a DK tweed that really spoke to me.
No,
so
baby,
I needed to choose
almost done.
one. I'm going to do a Lyle cap out of that. That's my favorite DK one. So this is 7th Floor. This is our really beautiful dark green. It's called Earth. So it's 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and 15% nylon and Donegal. Mm-hmm. It is 231 yards for 100 grams. So this will be a Lyle cap, which is one of my favorite
be really, really nice
hats to wear.
Yeah.
And then the last place was...
So there, I also got something too. But
I forgot.
I don't want to show it. This is 7th Floor Yarn, by the way. I love when people like add a little stitch marker to their business card. And how cute is that with a little cup of coffee? So for Mother's Day, there was they had some things. So I did get something for my mom, but my mom definitely watches this podcast, and I don't trust that she'll look away. So Mom, I'm sorry. You'll have to wait. And all of you can just blame my mom for being nosy and for me not being able to show it. But I'll take pictures and I'll show it. I'll show it next time.
All right, and then last one. This again is kind of.
I have some too.
Oh, what are you from the same place?
No.
Where else do you have? No, I am not. Oh, you talk about those because this was the final purchase. Of the day.
So we also were dying to run into. Oh shoot, I can't remember her name.
Me neither.
Plies and Hellhounds, who was also once dying under Once Upon a Corgi a couple of years ago, and I've talked about this nonstop. Or not nonstop, but I've talked about this a ton before. My very favorite hat, one of my favorite knitted objects ever, all time, is my sockhead slouch hat from and using this yarn with this in this base. So I wanted to get some more to do another sockhead, and so I found one color, and then I found another color, and I thought that they go so well together. So I've got to figure out what I want to do. So now my whole plan has changed. But the base is, this is Plies and Hellhounds on her Marie Cutie base, which is 75% superwash Corriedale and 25% nylon. And these are the colors I got.
It's such a great base, too. I knit socks out of it.
Oh, it's such a great base.
You've knit socks out of it,
no,
too.
I don't think I have. I
Not
only got
out of
that
your
one
Limity
skein.
Snicket?
I didn't get Limity Snicket.
I do, then?
Yeah. You got 2 skein. I only got that 1 skein because I was brand new to knitting. I had no idea what I was even buying.
That was at a trunk show from Knit New Haven.
Yeah, Knit New Haven. That was the first time that we saw her. So this is Chalk Dust, and this is Nightmares +10. So I thought they were so good together. I was gonna originally.
It should be a shawl.
I know. I'm thinking that
it should be a Pure Joy.
You and this Pure Joy.
I love Pure Joy.
I do too. I do too. Oh, you're right. Actually,
find a 2-color shawl.
No,
but
you're right.
It would look really beautiful with Pure Joy. Right. If you go, I'm actually thinking start dark.
Start dark.
Do
yeah.
light as your stripe, and then end in the light color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because then I was thinking I might do the Musselburgh. Have 2 colors.
So, which I see, but then you would have to stripe if you wanted to.
I don't want to stripe.
Right. And then I think you won't be able to see both of them at the same time.
I know, and I want to.
If you want to, you definitely need to knit a shawl.
Yeah, you're right.
Or you can knit a cowl.
No, I would get more. I get more wear out of a shawl.
You could even do.
Could I do a poncho? It would have to be striped. I don't want to do a striped poncho.
Yeah, no, I think you need to do.
Yeah, okay,
like
done.
A Pure Joy type.
Done.
Of thing.
I'll do a Or if you all know any other
good job.
Simple 2-color shawls. So I wanna like really focus on like the colors.
Yeah.
You know, let me know. That need 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. The yardage on this is about 443 yards each. So there's your homework.
Nice. All right.
And that's all of my purchases from that.
All right. Here's my last booth. So this one I was really excited for too is I follow on Instagram. I'm going to say it's Shirsty Cat Designs. And I love her dyeing videos. So I was really excited to see that she was going to be at Connecticut Sheep and Wool. And the day before I spoke to my mom and she asked if I could make a dotted raise.
Yeah.
Because I knit my mom one out of Matosh in newspaper, I think was the colorway. So she asked if I could do that for her physical therapist and wanted it in an olive green or a magenta. So I was kind of on the lookout for something like that yesterday. So I bought some yarn from Shirsty Cat. All right.
I didn't see these yet, actually.
This is the green that I'm going with.
Did you buy this one for me?
No, that's for this as well.
Oh, I don't think so. I think this is beautiful.
This is called North Side. So it's
good.
A beautiful tonal green.
Yeah, she gets some good tonal.
This is a BFL sock, so it's 75% superwash BFL and 25% nylon, 464 yards.
Her name is Kelly.
Yes, it is Kelly. It says it right there on that label.
Yeah.
So I got 3 skeins because I thought, okay, maybe I might just do one color. There was a sweater. She had a lot of samples and crocheted and knitted squares so that you could see.
But there was very clever.
Yeah, there was a sample of a sweater, and this was the main color. No.
She had swatches.
Yeah, swatches. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying there was a sample of a sweater. This was the main color, and this was the contrast.
Oh, I didn't see that.
This was the main color. And this is called Heart of the Giant. Mm-hmm. So it's a beautiful tonal dark red, and there's some like browns and peaches in there. So I thought of doing dotted rays. This is my main, and then this would be my yarn overs. Mm-hmm. But then Kate said, I had already checked out. Kate said, is that going to be too Christmassy? And I said, oh, crap. You might be right. So it still may be this. I don't know.
It may. This is a little darker, though, so it might not.
But I saw this skein, too, and I just had to buy it because I thought it was really pretty. This is called Dust Bunny Slippers, and this is on the BFL DK. So it's 100% superwash blue face Leicester. I just love all the tones in this.
Yeah. It's like the yarn, like the base of the yarn itself is like that.
I don't know, but it's beautiful.
So good.
I loved it. I saw it. I was in the booth, left, and I went back.
Her booth was pretty popular.
Yeah, it made this my last purchase.
Or their booth. I'm not quite sure what they...
Yeah, so this was the last purchase of the day.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a dotted raise. And I might change the color, or I may just do the full thing in this. I feel like this needs a pop of color, though.
The dotted raise.
Yeah, I feel like I love this one because
didn't Michael do something like that though? Remember?
I feel like Michael did a faded. He did a speckle. There was gray. I may copy him. Who knows?
Yeah, copy Michael. Michael has good choices.
I know he does.
Be like Michael.
Be like Michael. Make good choices.
Yeah, Michael from Piece for Piece Crafting.
Yeah, who we love. All right, and then that was our day. So again,
negative. You have more.
No, I'm saying from Connecticut.
Oh, from Connecticut Sheep and Wool.
So, thank you again to everybody who said hi.
Awesome.
I wish I remember all the names, but like Cassandra was one.
Oh yeah.
Jess, who left You're funny.
Oh, Jess, you're a funny girl.
Ugh, she's funny.
She's a funny girl.
She's inspiring a make-along possibly
She's
later
super
this
smart.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, she did inspire
Adrian, right?
Adrian. She was wonderful. I almost cried.
She's here from Connecticut. I'm trying to think of other names. I don't remember her name, but there was a lady who has recently got back into spinning, so her and I chatted a bit.
Oh, and yeah? Did I meet her?
Yeah. Oh. It was when all these pictures were getting taken right outside the barn. Remember we were talking about the plotalope or the
yes.
Right?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So
and she told us about pulling when we're doing a center pull versus an outer pull. And that when pulling from the center, you're giving your yarn a little bit of an extra twist.
And then there was there was the lady where we were like, just go buy the yarn. Buy the yarn for the sweater. Spend the money, buy the yarn. Who cares? Just do it.
Yeah.
So
and
Michael.
Oh yeah, we saw Michael. He's so wonderful. Yeah. He was sitting there in his yarn chair
and knitting.
Socks on DPNs. I don't know how you guys do it.
Good for you.
Yeah. Mad props, yo. It was fun, and we hung out with like Olivia and Robin.
Oh yeah, Olivia, Robin, and then we did lunch with them. We went to Knit New Haven, and we went to Haven Hot Chicken, and had a lovely time.
So basically, that was pretty much Connecticut sheep and wool. I'm surprised. I am a sucker for kettle popcorn. Yeah. It's so good, but I didn't buy any this time. Kevin's like, "What are we gonna do with that in the house?" Because we're trying to be, better.
Better. We're making better choices.
Except today, can we do something different?
No.
Okay.
We literally have like nothing. I have to go shopping today.
Can we order food?
Where the heck's this from? Oh, I know. Okay. All right. So then we leave there and we go to Knit New Haven and we do a little more shopping at Knit New Haven.
Well, you did shopping.
I did most of the shopping.
You did all of the shopping. I got 2 things.
Okay.
That can fit in a wallet.
Well, mine are some other choices. I needed options for this Stephen West shawl. So.
You got more needles too?
This is Westport Yarns also. When I was at Westport Yarns, guys, I got some needles, some US 3s.
Oh.
This is going to be strictly for my dishcloths. And then a lot of the projects that I need or that I'm going to be knitting are calling for US 3, 3.25 millimeter. And I only had one tip, so I got some more.
Just the tip.
All right. So Knit New Haven, one of the reasons I really want to go, besides loving it and it being our local yarn store, is they now carry the flocks that Kate and Laura and Kim have talked about and love.
Yeah, they're like it's everything.
They're a cable needle, a stitch holder, a stitch marker, drop stitch fixer, a seam
baster. I don't know what that means. Baster?
I don't know.
Maybe it's like to rip apart.
But I got lucky and I bought one that has 3 in it. So they're flocks by Floops. And then they also had some super bright stitch markers. So we just purchased those. There's 20 on here. And then they had a kit bound or put together. This is yarn from Manos del Uruguay. And this is some extra fine merino and silk. And this is going to be for the gnome knit along that I've been seeing everywhere on Instagram. So I got some yarn for that. I think this will be super cute to knit up. And then I bought some yarn that I actually just love the color, and I thought about using it with this. So my first option was this from Spun Right Round. This is called Quake on the Superwash Merino. So I thought this for these yarn overs and maybe for the final section could be really, really beautiful and cute. Or it would be great for a hat for myself. Then the other one that I got, which I think I'm kind of leaning towards, this is called In the Pines. This is gorgeous. And this, I think, is what I'm going to end up using for the yarn overs and maybe the final section of this shawl. I think these two would be so good together.
Yeah.
I love this color so much. I would knit a sweater out of this one. But yeah. So that is my Knit New Haven purchases.
Great.
Oh, and your only purchase was the Floops.
I got 2.
Or the Flux.
I got 2 flocks.
You got 2 flocks because mine had
a 3-pack.
A 3-pack. And then this...
Linda ordered only 1 3-pack
and I found it. And then this is the Floops, are the stitch markers.
Right.
So, guys, that's been our shopping. I hope you go and buy all of it yourselves. And enjoy.
So we will be eating saltine crackers and peanut butter for the rest of our life.
Yep.
Kidding.
Canned beans. That's it.
No.
All right.
No, but I want pizza. I'm craving pizza. Because that pizza yesterday smelled so good. This is from Sbarro.
All right. So order it on your phone.
All right. So next.
Let's talk about what we've been reading and watching.
Yes. We've been watching a lot. We've been reading a lot.
So watching, last night we watched Venom. Let There Be Carnage. Right?
Yeah, something like that.
With Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, and Woody Harrelson. I thought it was actually really good. I thought it was a good sequel. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed the first one, so I was happy to see that they were going to do a second one.
Mm-hmm, same.
Yeah, I thought it was good. It was enjoyable. I got to knit the hat.
Yeah.
So super easy to do. And then we watched last weekend. We watched The Batman with Robert Pattinson and Zoe. Crap, I forgot her last name. But they're the only two that. Oh no, and the guy from Hunger Games was in there. Tick or Talk? Remember the clock guy? Remember Yeah, he was Gordon.
Oh, he was. I didn't put those two together.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I noticed that right away.
Oh.
That was good. So I know it's super long, 3 hours, right? Yeah. And people weren't sure how it was going to be. What I liked about this version of Bruce Wayne and Batman is that there was an in-between, right? So you typically see Bruce Wayne, suit and tie, going to Wayne Enterprises, whatever, parties, that type of thing. Or you see Batman out in his Batmobile, Batwing, blah, 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 doing all this bat stuff. But in this one, there was that in-between of the two, almost like a little bit of both. But he would travel around on a motorcycle in a sweatshirt, jeans, or whatever the case is, hood up. So he wasn't recognizable as Bruce Wayne or Batman.
Yeah. But
he still could go around the city and see what's going on. And I don't know that I remember seeing that as done anywhere else. And I thought it was a really interesting way to show how Bruce
Wayne agree with you.
And Batman are separate, but to kind of combined at the same time. I thought it was done really well. The acting was great. The story was good. I know that they have announced recently that they will be doing a second one within the next couple of years. So that will be good. He was believable as Batman to me as well.
Yeah, I thought so too. It was definitely much more, much broodier and like
he was an angry Batman.
He was damaged. Like all Batmans are damaged,
right?
But that's usually not the focus of the Batman's movies. You
know?
It's like it's always bent on revenge, but this one was really you can see just how like damaged he actually is.
And did we think he's had only been Batman for like 2 years?
Only for it was the beginning. Like he had just started kind of doing his little bat things.
So that was good.
Here, if you want to order something else?
No.
So that was good.
What else have we watched? Oh, we've been watching The Witcher. We're a couple episodes in a Witcher season to like 4 episodes, I think.
Yes.
I feel like there's something else that Moon Knight.
Oh,
and we've been watching Moon Knight on Disney Plus with Poe. What the heck's his name? Oscar Isaacs. That's really, really good. Another different like superhero-y type of thing. It's more about. It's actually not really about the superhero. It's about the guy who is the superhero, which is again a nice change of pace. The acting's great. The story is really cool. Episode 4 was like excuse me, my nose is super itchy. It was like a mind bender. You had no idea what was going on at the end of it. So episode 5 cleared that up quite a bit.
But not 100%, because it's still, we have no idea, like, still really what the hell's going on.
This upcoming week will be the finale of that, so that's what we've been watching, and let's talk about what we've been reading. You're going to talk a lot, so I'm going to do mine first, okay?
I may not talk that much.
You will. So I've finished...
Because Tarquin's, like, rushing us.
Hey, bud, give us just a couple minutes, okay, bud? So last time I was reading Quicksilver by Dean Koontz. totally disappointed. I don't recommend it personally. I thought the ending ruined the entire book.
That's unfortunate.
I got done reading it. I was like, wait, that's it? Like, this is how you end. The ending felt like it should have been almost a halfway point. Yes, that's what it was. The ending felt like that should have been the halfway, and there should be a lot of story after that. So I was quite disappointed in it. I was actually angry, and I probably would have thrown my Kindle across the room. So after being pissed off at that, I went back to my Spruce, Texas male romance. So because I know what I'm going to get out of those books, and I read. Did I read all 3 of these? No. Okay. I read Rebel at Spruce High. This one was a little bit different than all the others because the 2 characters were high school students, both 18 years old. That stayed back. So, but it was written really well where the intimate parts were taken down like a bunch of notches, so it was more age appropriate. That one, I enjoyed that one actually quite a bit. I didn't think I was going to. I love the story. I love the 2 characters.
Yeah.
Was it Toby and Van? Donovan, and he goes by Van.
That's cute.
They were great. And there was another like type of bullying thing, but then you find out that maybe it's not really, it's like which is funny because we always say like when little kids, when they're young and they pick on each other, it's like, oh, he just likes her, or oh, she just likes him. And it was kind of that same type of thing. Oh, he makes fun of you because he likes you. Type of thing. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. The guy one of the guys annoyed me. But then he ends up being in the second book called Summer Sweat. Wait, but look at the cover. Like,
where do they get these models from?
I don't know, but can we have a link? All right, Summer Sweat.
Your stomach or mine?
Mine. I'm starving.
Same.
All right, so this is the cover for Summer Sweat. So this is one of the. But what's really interesting is that they write the. I don't know if they have to find the model after they write the character.
Yes,
because this is the this is literally the character. That's one of the 2 like main characters in it. So the bully from the previous book goes to work at this ranch on the summer where this guy works. He's not out. The other one isn't even sure of what he is, and it's the story of the 2 of them finding out who they are and finally coming to peace with them both being gay. And what's fun about this series compared to other male romance novels is all of the characters from the previous ones are typically in these books, or you're finding out about them. Like, the first 2 characters, I mean, they fall in love, they get married in the epilogue, they're at the point of like renovating a home, adopting foster kids. So you get to continue their story even though it's going on in the background and you may hear about it from other people. So it's really nice to catch up with them. And then there's going to be another book coming out in December. So I finished that. And then what I moved on to is, it's called Into This River I Drown by T.J. Klune. And I started a couple of nights ago and I love it. It takes place in Oregon, where I think some of his other books do take place in Oregon. And this is a guardian angel is falls to earth after one of the characters kind of calls for him. So it's really interesting finding the main character's grieving still from the loss of a parent. Yeah. And this angel has been watching over him and the town for like 200 years. And the angel adjusting to not being really kind of an angel anymore, and all these new experiences, and the other character coming to terms with his grief and learning. But there's something else going on in the town that I don't know about yet. So I'm excited to kind of see where it goes. It's been a really good read so far. I'm happy that I bought that.
Yeah, you've been liking it. It sounds like a really interesting concept. Yeah. Done?
Yep, I'm done with my reads.
Okay, so I finished 2 books since last we chatted, and I started 2 more. I finished The Vine Witch by Luanne.
Race?
No.
It's not Luanne Race?
No, it's Luanne Smith.
Oh.
Luanne G. Smith. It's a trilogy, and I thought it was really good. It was entertaining. They talk a lot about, there's like a magic system, kind of, but they don't go into a lot of detail about it, which is fine. They go into just enough detail. It was really entertaining. It was really cool, and then it opened up the doors to additional books. I thought the writing was nice. It felt, it was like a comforting knit, kind of. Comforting read, which was good. So I finished that one, and I started the second one called The Glamourist by the same author, and that's the one that I fell asleep, like I'm at like 98%, and I had fallen asleep. Not because it's boring or anything like that. It's really good, and I think I'm enjoying this one better than the first one. There's more magic in this one. I didn't think I was going to like this character, even though she was introduced, right? She was introduced in the 100%. Previous book. Didn't really care for her too much in the previous book. She was all right. But then this one, I like her a lot. Yeah. I really, really like her a lot. So
I love her story.
Me too.
Her story's interesting.
It's very interesting, and I did not see it coming.
No.
Until closer towards the end, during the climax or whatever, I did see that. I was like, oh, I can see now.
Yeah.
So I really am really happy with that. And the next one, I think is like The Conjurer or something like that in the trilogy, and I'll read that one as well.
That one I haven't read. Like I said, when I read those 2, that one wasn't out yet, and I just never gone back to read it.
So that's what I've been reading, listening to. I don't even know. I could cry. It's like ridiculous.
He said he was going to do this too.
I can't even talk about it.
So book number 1 that he listed too is called Wolfsong by T.J. Klune.
Yeah. It's not that it's a sad book. It's not a sad book.
Oh my God, it's such a good book.
It's so good. I think, okay, so what happened was last weekend when we're doing yard work. Kevin's talked about these books. He's read these books, a bunch or a couple of times. And I've always listened, but it's like a shifter series, so it's about like werewolves and stuff. That's not usually my cup of tea.
Or male romance isn't either.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of that either. Any of it really. So I was I needed something. I need an audiobook. I just finished the Wizard's Butler, which was fantastic. And so I had I had 12 credits with in Audible. So anyway, I downloaded this one, and I was just like listening to it in the yard. And at first it like started, and I was like, oh, I don't know. But man, I got so sucked into this book. It tore me apart. Like, I think it's probably because where I am at like emotionally right now, which is obviously you can see I'm like an exposed nerve. But I think everything that has like happened over the past couple of months with the dog being like hurt and trying to deal with all of that stuff, work and COVID and just everything, school, like just feeling so overwhelmed. And sometimes when you're feeling like so overwhelmed, you can't even find words to express, like just to work it through yourself.
Yeah.
I felt like this book did it for me. Like everything that the main character like went through, even though I'm obviously not a werewolf, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not part of like a pack, but just the things that he's feeling and that he's going through, and like feeling like he's maybe never enough, or having these little voices in his head, saying like, questioning what it really means to be a man, and living up to his father's, or living down to his father's expectations. Not that I have to, that's not my, but something about it. It's just like, I feel like everything that he's gone through, you can find a little bit of that in your own life. And it just kind of, it like broke me down. It was an incredible experience for me. And I think it was more of the experience. I think this is my first time reading T.J. Klune as well, which I thought was great. Like, he's a fantastic author.
Yeah.
Everything that he like writes about in this book, it just feels so like real.
Yes.
You know, and like raw, and the narrator for this book, oh shoot, I can't even remember what his name is right now. But he does such a freaking fantastic job with these two books. I started the second one. It's narrated by Kurt Graves, who narrates, I guess he's like narrated over 100 books. The voices that he's doing, the feeling that he's putting into it, I like literally, it's not sad. I mean, there are parts of it that are just, you know, whatever, but
it's so good.
I was like, I was listening to it. It was so bad that I would get up with the dog 5 o'clock in the morning before work, and I'd throw my AirPods in, and I just like stood out on the deck, like watching like the birds and nature, and like tears were coming down my face. It's like talking about home and pack and finding yourself, and
there's so much more to it then.
So much more.
You would think.
Yeah. And like every character was just like it, I don't know. It spoke to me about just finding your way. You know, being like who cares? Like really just, you know, live your life, and you're much better than you think you are. You know, we all have that little voice in our heads sometimes. But boy, it tore me down.
It was good.
It was so good.
It's good. And if there's not much, like, if male romance isn't your thing, there's not a lot of intimate scenes in there. There are some, but the story's so much more than that. Yeah. It's even more than a shifter werewolf one. I love the series.
Yeah, I am so into it. So I'm now moved on to Ravensong, which is it's the same storyline. It's just the focus is a different main character at this point, which I don't know if I thought I would like, because I was so like, we got to the point in this book where you know, where we kind of get to the now, you know, with like bringing all the characters back together and stuff. And I'm not very far into it, but when they mentioned Ox and Joe's name, I just like, I immediately again like teared up just with the mention of their names. I was so like profoundly affected by it.
Somebody just go up the steps?
I don't think so. I asked the pizza people just to leave it on the porch, so they won't ring the doorbell. Maybe.
It may be here.
Maybe here.
We'll see.
So, yeah, it was an incredible experience for me, more than just like reading a book. I have never in my life.
2 hours and 36 minutes.
Okay, I'm done.
So, yeah. Ooh. All right.
I could say so much more, but
I know.
I'm so on the verge right now, and I'm an ugly crier.
Okay. So I think that's everything, guys.
I think
this is a long one.
Yeah, you guys, thank you so much if you've sat through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Let us know you sat through the whole thing.
I know. Maybe you did it in a couple sittings.
Yeah.
Maybe you did it like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. Or maybe you're still, I don't know.
Maybe it's next weekend.
Why did you open one of those?
Because I wanted to play with something. I'm a fidgety person.
I got you that fidget ring.
It's downstairs. All right, well, guys, thank you for hanging out with us for the last 2 hours and 37 minutes and 36 seconds. We appreciate you hanging out. Comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And we'll see you in a fortnight.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.